media. We gotta fucking just destroy it.
I want it like it was, where language was realistic and raw.
Destroy it.
Sexual content is realistic, and just fucking people reacting with people is realistic.
Sit the fuck back.
I'm being a trumpeter.
I got a catchy name. Shit Radio.
All right, we hit a low here.
We have contact. Oh my God, Jimmy's face is all over her pussy.
Whoa, look at how small my butthole is.
That's funny. This is Shit Radio.
And it fucking stinks. It stinks.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. How's everybody this morning?
I actually slept. Went to bed at midnight.
I don't like when you're well slept.
I don't either. I'm all happy to be here.
All chipper?
Yeah.
Did I say chipper?
No, it's all right.
How about not chipper?
Something
How
tells
about
me,
no chipper?
Something tells me he'll be making an appearance at one point.
I would imagine. Anthony will not be attending the program today.
Poor little baby's not feeling well.
But we will...
We are hoping for the worst, whatever it is. Hoping it hurts.
But we will be doing a fine radio show today. I hear Mustard's coming in at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And I'm stuck. He wrote me. He said, all right, motherfucker, when are we producing this album? And then he goes, and by the way, I'm sober. He's not drinking.
Good.
This whole Mustard thing has taken off. You know the story, right?
Yes.
Everyone knows the story. Mustard comes in for the homeless shopping spree that never happened, picks up a guitar, sings a version of Creep by Radiohead, and the damn video, the original video, is up to 630,000 views.
Wow.
And then there's somebody took the audio and made another video and tweaked with it to make it sound a little better. That version is doing very well. And then someone stole the version and put it on another video site, and that did another couple 100,000 views. We're talking probably close to 1 million views overall for this Mustard doing Radiohead's Creep. And then he did a bunch of other songs, and a few of those songs are over 100,000 views. It's unbelievable.
Right.
So I was kind enough to go, well, God, I'll produce an album. So now he's expecting it.
You're so used to saying things to homeless people that they don't remember?
Oh, of course not. Yeah, right.
I'll buy you a hat made of gold.
Right. And then he doesn't even remember. I see him in the street. He doesn't even remember that I met him. You're right.
And this guy shows up. He's like, oh, no, I was sober when you said that. Let's get the producer. And you're like,
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know the first thing about making a record.
Do you know Drew Boogie?
Yeah, exactly. That's all. That's about what we could offer Mustard, Drew Boogie. So no offense to Drew Boogie, but that's all I know.
Well, Drew is not
I sure hope Mustard likes hip hop.
Yeah, do you mind having AIDS and fart sounds mixed into your song?
Into your heartbreaking melodies?
So he's sober. How long? He's sober for a month. We'll talk to him when he comes in. I mean, that's pretty good.
It sounds like this really kicked him in the ass. Because there was something about Mustard to begin with. He's a talented guy, and he said he got really depressed because he lost a few people in his life and, started drinking heavily. And I don't know. I don't think he's one of those guys that really wants to be on the streets.
Yeah.
There are guys that want to be on the street. They don't want help. Look what we went through with Tippy Tom. That guy wanted to just live on the streets when it was all said and done.
Tippy Tom gave up. A lot of these guys just give up. They're like, this is it. This is as best I can do. This is kind of what I deserve. And it's amazing what you can get used to.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think I'm really roughing it if if a flight only has coach. What a pussy I am. What happened to me?
We think we're roughing it, and then you see what's going on with this Haiti thing, and you realize, oh my God.
You said we were coming in, you actually put the number, because they keep saying 500,000 dead, and I don't know why that number hasn't been resonating with me. And then you're like, it's like in New York, it's like 3,000 people is a horrible loss. And then you look at that, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like over twice as much as the tsunami. 500,000 is just 500,000 people. That's a lot of people.
That's the number they're throwing around in the papers today, that it could be up to 500,000 people dead from this earthquake in Haiti. It's just heartbreaking. I think for once I had a tough time watching the news. Usually I could get right in there, but some of the images just, oh my God, people trapped begging for their lives and please help me, I'm dying, and there's just not enough people to help.
They just can't pull the rubble off?
Hell fucking no. No. So.
Do they have equipment there?
Yeah, they're getting supplies in, and I guess a ship's going to arrive today with the Marines and stuff to help and do whatever they can. But this is just a complete disaster.
Yeah, this show
of epic proportions.
Did the whole country get fucked up, or is it just Port-au-Prince?
Well, that's like the main place, and that's like that's where they make most of their money, right? That's the only part of Haiti we all know. Unless you're from there or have relatives or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to hurt their tourism and everything else. So,
do they do a lot of tourism, though? I mean, I don't think Haiti does that well in tourism.
No, I don't think they do that great, but people do go there.
I guarantee you at least they're going to get rebuilt now. I mean, there's no plus side of it, but they will get, at least they'll have, the money will be put in there and they'll get something.
Well, those places are really tough to rebuild because these, this is did I say hurricane earlier? This earthquake, okay. But a lot of hurricanes take out these freaking islands. I was just down in Atlantis, in the Bahamas, and the locals, they just talk about they live their lives in between, hurricanes that just completely wipe out the island, and then they got to rebuild, and you can't really rebuild.
I guess, and the problem is
you kind of just patch it back together.
Can you put in stuff that doesn't? Because a 7 there is probably like a 10 here.
Oh, easily.
Because the structures are not
easily.
They're not San Francisco built structures.
No, they don't got that much money coming in where they could build their houses and whatnot stronger. So
They're in deep shit.
They're in deep shit. Absolutely.
But it is so much easier when it's not you. It's really like meeting like 500,000 fucking people. 200,000 people for some reason seem like more to me because the number sounds like more than 500,000.
Right.
But it's like if that happened in the U.S.
Because half is a fraction.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know why.
So psychologically, you're like, oh, it's a fraction. No, it's not. It's 500,000 people.
It wasn't registering how many people that is. And it's right. If 5,000 people died here, it's a national tragedy. That's a lot of people.
Well, you know what's weird? We talk about this on the show a lot. When you see death in a foreign place, it doesn't bother you as much.
Right.
We've all talked about that. But now with this like social network and everything, you don't really feel like it's that far away anymore. When you jump on Twitter and within one click you can see someone's pictures that happened minutes ago in Haiti, it's right in front of your face now. It's not that news footage that's a little grainy because they don't have the same equipment as us and all that. It's way realer.
It's funny
in this day and age.
The big news here is what's going to happen with
the late night wars.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Look at that. We're still all over the Conan Leno thing. I mean, if the news really did their jobs, they would probably do around-the-clock coverage, with this Haiti thing. And I mean locally and all the news channels, because this is unbelievable. This is going to be worse than Katrina and the rest of them.
Yeah. How many people died in Katrina?
I don't know.
Do we have any idea?
Do we have those numbers? That's a very good question. I don't know.
Even that wasn't as hard because it wasn't like New York or Jersey. It was bad because it was the U.S.
Right.
So you felt it because I've been in New Orleans. You've been in New Orleans.
Right.
The farther it is away from you, the less impact you feel.
I think it's more the richer the people that die in the tragedy, the more tragic in a lot of people's stupid brains.
You know what though? But when it happens in California and the California wildfires, I kind of look at it the way I do Katrina. It's like I feel it. I'm like, wow, that sucks and it's terrible. Mm-hmm. And they're Americans, but it's like it's easier for me because it's not my area.
I root for fire.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of fire.
I don't like fire at all.
I'm a big fan of fire. When people start building their fucking multi-million-dollar homes and stuff in these really nice areas that I want to hike in, and then they put up fences and you can't walk on their land anymore. And when that fire kind of sweeps through, part of me's like, you weren't supposed to be there to begin with.
You know how mad at you they'd be if like all that was happening and you were standing outside with I'm a fan of fire on a sign.
Right.
You know how annoyed they'd be with you.
Hey, you just gave me an idea for a video.
1,800 people about in Katrina, which is
no.
I thought it was more than that.
Only 1,800 people died in New Orleans?
I thought it was more than that too, but
come on, that number has to be way higher than that. No.
Guess not.
That's the first answer.
Wow. All right. Let's say hi to Eric in New Jersey. Eric.
Hey, to put it into proportion for you, imagine 9/11 happening for 166 straight days. That's a million people.
Wow.
What's worse, 9/11 or an earthquake in Haiti?
I mean, it's hard to say.
I would bet a lot of people would say 9/11. I would guess a lot of people would say that.
Yeah,
and why would they say that? That's a good question today.
They would say, their argument would be because it was not an act of God or an act of nature. It was an act of whatever, and it was a targeted, purposeful. I mean, the motives they would argue. But
right.
obviously 500,000 people dead is worse.
Absolutely. Let me say hi to Jim in New Hampshire. Jim.
Good morning, boys.
Hey,
hello,
man.
Jim.
Hey, I just heard you guys talking about the earthquake in Haiti, and first I've heard of it, so I switched over to X130, the POTUS political station, and they were talking about the late-night stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they freaking didn't even talk about it. I was like, what the hell? They're right about late night.
I'm sure they've covered it before.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Punch it out.
All right, thank you, sir. What is the latest on Jay Leno and Conan O'Brien? And there's rumors now Jay Leno's going to leave NBC because he feels like he was mistreated. And
I didn't hear that.
It's all over the place. As just the dumb rumor mill.
Yeah,
because he feels like he's looking like an idiot, like he's forcing Conan out and all that. So. And man, people are really taking sides.
It's
on
amazing.
Twitter, on Facebook. People are yelling at me on Twitter, going, "How could you support Jay Leno? Conan got fucked." And then they got that Conan. Yeah, there it is. What is that? Yeah, I'm with Coco. That people are putting on their Facebook and on their Twitter, and it's basically a black and white picture of Conan O'Brien in front of an American flag, and his hair and the word Coco is in bright orange.
The fact that people are actually taking sides in what is just a botched management decision,
right,
is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah,
that anybody cares that much. They're both going to be very fine.
And they're yelling at me on Twitter, and I'm like, look, Jay Leno had us on his show. Jimmy's part of the Jay Leno show, a big part at this point. Yeah, I'm supporting Leno.
And I don't know Conan, so I can't.
And I think Conan got fucked as well, and I hear he's a great guy, and of course he knows what he's doing with his late night show. Unfortunately, the ratings weren't kind to him, for the first 7 months. But yeah, I'm supporting Leno.
He didn't have enough time. Hey, look, if you gave Conan, I think it took Jay like 3 years to get the ratings, and then he kept them for like 6. I think he was number one for 16 years, but he didn't get fucked as bad as Leno. Because Leno, in the middle of being number one, was told, we're replacing you in 5 years, because if we don't, Conan's going to leave now. Any of you out there, picture succeeding at your job, the best you can't do any better, and your boss comes and says, in 5 years, we're replacing you, and then name a guy behind you who's good, but not as good at your job as you are. And then for 5 years, instead of bitching and moaning, you do your job, and you're still the best at it. And then the boss does it anyway. Right. And replaces you. It's like the anger that's got to bring out. Mm-hmm. So if Conan would have come in and let's just say was tying Letterman or beating him by a little bit, they probably wouldn't do this. But they can't. What if Conan doesn't beat Letterman?
Right.
He might, but he might not. You don't know. What are they supposed to do?
And Letterman's kicking his ass.
Yeah, I mean, Dave is.
What were you saying? By 2 million people or something?
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's every night, but he's beating by 2 million people, and
it's not even close.
Don't forget too. Letterman had a big bump with the whole cheating thing.
Sure, he's had some stuff happen to him. Sarah Palin trying to get him, knocked off the air.
But people that are siding against Leno, if you don't like Leno, that's one thing. But it's people who think that Jay made a decision and changed his mind. That's just not what happened.
Right.
It's not what happened.
Hey, Mike in PA's got a nice stat for everybody. Mike, what's going on?
Hey, I was watching a commentary last night, and they were saying that proportionally in the United States, what happened in Haiti would be like if we had 3 million people killed in one day.
Wow.
I mean, as far as many people that live there?
Yeah, per capita, 500,000 of them being wiped out in a day is the equivalent of 3 million of us getting wiped out in a day.
Jesus.
Wow. So what percentage of the people of Haiti,
dude,
will be dead from
this? You're the math guy. I have no clue. If there was 1 million, I could tell you. But as far as what percentage, how does that? There's 300 million Americans, so 3 million is 1/100th, right?
Yeah, 1%.
1% of the population,
right?
So maybe there's 50 million Haitians.
So all right, yeah. So
wait.
Now you confuse me. All right, so they're saying 1%.
Was there 5 million?
3 million, so 500,000. If that's 1%, would be okay.
How many people are in Haiti?
No, it can't be fit.
Maybe not. No, 5. No, it's not 5 million either.
It's too early for math, Jimmy.
I don't know.
What's wrong with you? I used to take math.
10 million. I was off by 40 million people. I'm an idiot.
Because I started doing the math. I'm like, there's no way there's 50 million people in Haiti. And that's when I gave up on the equation.
9,780,000.
Just under 10 million in Haiti.
Can somebody, here's this, 500,000 people is what percent of that? Do you know how to make that equation, Danny? I don't know how to find out what a percentage is.
Of 10 million?
Yeah.
That would be
5% is 50%.
It's either 2%
Wait,
or 20%.
50% of 1 million, 5%. That's 5% of the population, I think.
Wait, it would be 20%, right? Help me out.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with math.
You're killing me.
Dude, I'm just throwing out numbers, hoping one of them is close.
I think it's 20%. If you go with 10 million, Danny's probably going to do the exact equation, but I would say...
You might be right.
I would say just under 20%.
Yeah, that is.
Right?
It's about
19.5%. 19 and change.
Okay, so 19% of the United States population, say there's 300 million people, is almost 60 million people.
Yeah.
So that guy was wrong. Like, the equivalent, if I don't know how that works out, what that guy said.
It's a lot of people.
I'm quoting that guy. He's some fucking just guy that woke up 10 minutes ago and his balls are stuck to his leg. But I'm quoting him like he's the census guy for the fucking planet.
He's got sperm flakes on his belly and we're listening to him.
Exactly. He's got one sock on and he wiped the cum off with the other one. But I'm like, well, the leader of the world called and said, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, everyone's calling now. It's 20%. All right.
Okay. But I was going by what that man said.
Right.
So that's my fault.
Well, that man had his facts wrong.
Yeah, but he sounded confident.
Sure. Let's say hi to Jason in a little city known as Cleveland.
Ah,
Cleveland.
Well,
what's up, Jason?
Good morning, boys. I see we're talking about some unpleasant things, so I figured I'd bring up a pleasantry. I will be seeing Lil Amy on the 26th of February in this wonderful city.
Yes, I miss Cleveland.
Fuck, I gotta do a road trip with Jimmy.
You should.
Maybe I go to Cleveland.
I'm a day late and $1 short, but I'm bringing back Cat Noise Wednesday on a Thursday. Meow.
Oh,
wow.
Shit. Don't start that shit.
Even I forgot that and hated it.
Cleveland, tickets go on sale?
They've been on sale already.
How they doing?
Very well.
So we don't have to plug it, thank God.
Nah, February 26th.
One show?
I may do two, I don't know. I may do one.
You might back in another show, right?
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of time.
Well?
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of time. Usually like a little bit more time.
Cleveland in February.
Horrendous.
I know. We've done that a few times, haven't we, over the years?
I'll have to leave a week early to make sure I don't get... The fucking Cleveland airport, when I was coming from wherever, we were Dallas. We were coming from Dallas, and they said Cleveland was totally shut down because the power's out at the airport.
Yeah.
So anybody going... This was like 8 in the morning. Anybody going to Cleveland, they can't take flights till 6 at night. Just why would you live there?
What?
There's great big meaty vaginas in Cleveland. I really do love a Cleveland vagina more than I love most things.
Why are they so meaty?
I don't know.
Just to keep them warm in the winter?
You know what? It might be that. They put their hands in in case their car breaks down. That's probably been a big pussies in Cleveland. Right. They put their hands in.
Mitten holders. Pussy holders.
That is the best fucking, that is really a very sexy city. I love Cleveland girls. For real, love them.
Yeah, well, because they're trying to fuck their way out of that city, so...
Yeah, they really are.
They're just trying to fuck their way out.
Where are you from, Cleveland?
There's something to be said about girls that want to fuck their way out of a certain town or city.
Yeah, I like that. I respect that.
You respect that, Jimmy?
Yeah, I certainly do.
Then you have the small talk. No, really. We'll keep in touch.
Bring you to the Big Apple.
Yeah, maybe you visit New York. Let me go to Bob in Connecticut. Bob. Hey, Bob.
Hey.
What's up?
You guys can make all the dick jokes you want, but listening to you and Jimmy do math is fucking hilarious to me.
Dude, I can't believe how bad I am at it. Like, it's not... That's why I'll never be a great chess player. I'll always be average at best. Because to be a great chess player, that side of your brain has to function a certain way, and I just can't do it.
Well, what's even sadder, like Jimmy at least admits he's bad at math. That was my whole thing growing up. I really was a math whiz. I was one of those kids, like in 5th, 6th grade. I was taking high school math. I was that dork, and I can't even do an easy fucking percentage equation.
If people
but it's
knew,
early in the morning.
If people knew how many times Opus said he's a math whiz, but then whenever there's tough math to do, like Opal do math whiz stuff really fast. Like 50, what percent of that is 100? Opal go, that's 50% of 100. I mean, math whiz.
Yeah.
What percent is this? Danny, Google.
I just couldn't figure it out. I gave up on that side of my brain a while ago, though. That side doesn't work anymore. Unfortunately, I was never good at English and speaking, and that's what I do for a living. I was really supposed to be, for real, I was supposed to be like a doctor or a scientist. My English skills and all that were always horrendous. So what am I doing? What am I doing? I should be like the perfect mind, just writing equations on a wall somewhere.
I just want to pretend that you didn't just say that you should have been a doctor or a
I
scientist.
swear to God, dude, that's the sad part. I was a really good student. I know it doesn't show here on a daily basis, but somewhere along the line, I was like that. I was just bored. I was bored at how easy it came to me that I went with this, which was way more challenging, and I'm still trying to figure it out many years later. I should just go back to math. Oh, now they're saying that we're way off. Bernie in Ohio. Bernie.
Hey, Opie.
What's up, Bernie?
Comedian Jim Norton.
Hello, sir.
All right. Let's see. If you got 10 million people and 1 million would have died, that would be 10%. Because 10 times 1 is 10.
Right.
So if you take half of 1 million...
5%.
That would be 5%.
I said 5%.
Did you say 5%?
You did say that.
I did. Thank you.
But you didn't stand on it.
I wavered, sir. I was nervous.
So then if it's 5%, then that other guy, is he close to right, sir? He said...
Don't know.
Wait, he said 3 million. No, he was down to 3 million. How many are in there?
He was telling you 300 million. That's probably way off also.
Yeah.
In the U.S.? How many are in the U.S.?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know if there's a billion or what.
A billion? Jeez, no.
There's not a billion people in the United States.
There's a billion Chinese.
The Chinese got that type of number, not us.
I don't even know what we got, but I know that 5% of 10 million, I know, is 500,000.
All right.
Well, it's always right.
That's about the extent of my math knowledge.
Why are we all doing schoolwork? It's just too early for
that
this.
guy. When that guy called up and he said that this percent dying would be like 3 million dying here.
Right.
You wanted to just get a perspective on what he meant, because that's a lot of
3 million.
3 million Americans killed in something.
3 million into 300 million would be 1%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
1%.
So was I right?
The Haiti thing is 5%.
Yeah, I fucked up. I did the math backwards. I divided the wrong number into the wrong number. It should have been the other way around.
Do you I wanted to see if people understand the stupidity that's happening in this room. There's fucking 3 computers here.
Yeah, it's not even just we're sitting here with just our brains.
No.
We got computers and
I'm a high school dropout. I'm the last person you people should be asking to do math equations at 6:30 in the morning.
It was the fact that Danny picked up his phone like, problem solved, help has arrived. He picked up, and I looked at him and was, I'm so easily I'm such a gullible dope.
Blue Healer writes, Eastside Dave says he hit a hole-in-one and Opie claims he's a math wizard. 202 has some talented motherfuckers. Well, that's a willful boy in Jersey. Pretty accurate. Opie's SAT scores 900 in math, 10 in verbal. Let's go to Richard in Pennsylvania. Richard.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Guys. How you doing?
Hello. Pretty good.
Hey, what is the size of the island? I know it can't be bigger than Maryland. I mean, it's a small little state for 10 million people.
And isn't it attached to the Dominican Republic?
That's what I see.
Is it attached to anything, or is it just an island?
I think it's attached. I think half of it is the Dominican Republic, which a lot of people like to go to on vacation and avoid Haiti.
Where's my fucking creepy manager when we need him? Jonathan Branstein right now would be the fucking guy to talk to, because he's been there, I think. Yes, sir.
Hey, real quick. Last night I was flipping through some videos, and I seen a video of you laughing your ass off when Steve the Whistler was in the room there.
Yes.
That video had me crying.
Dude,
you were turning your head, laughing your ass off when Steve was whistling in the corner there.
That was when Ope kept fucking up the music, and he kept stopping the cue. And me and Ant were both so uncomfortable. Anthony was the old NEW monitor. Ant could hide behind the monitors. It went like around it was almost like a little corner, and Anthony was kind of hiding behind the monitors. And I couldn't look at Steve, and Ope was just sitting there, and he kept stopping the tape. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he needed his CD to whistle along to, and I just would start the CD. He would get into it, and just when he was really, starting to whistle nice, I would stop the CD on him. Over and over and over again, and the guy would just keep hanging in there, and Jimmy and Anthony gave up on the whole thing. They were so mortified.
It was classic. That's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir. It's one of my favorite bits of all time. That's Steve the Whistler. More math problems. We got them coming in, Jimmy.
Oh, no.
Opie is 100% correct. Haiti is the other half of the Dominican Republic. So,
okay.
What a weird piece of land that is, because a lot of people love the Dominican Republic as far as vacationing and such. And Haiti, not so much.
Where do they go in the Dominican Republic to
beaches?
vacation?
And then I think they got some like rainforest type shit. You could do some of that zip lining, I think. And I also hear like monkeys will just walk right into your hotel room or whatever, or your cabana, wherever the hell you're staying. There's like monkeys everywhere.
How do I not know any of this shit?
Because you don't go on vacation. I study this shit and then decide like every spring where I'm going.
I wonder if Branstein's in New York. I really would love to ask him about Haiti. He would know everything that we're trying to figure out. He knows weird shit though. Like he would know who the assistant mayor was during the coup. You know, just shit that you're never going to ask or never need to know.
Just ridiculous stuff.
Things that will get you out of a fucking kidnapping or beheading. Like people love Jonathan because he knows something about them. People like when you know about them.
Sure.
And like parking attendant guys. And all those guys that will let you through the gate, they're all like from these weird little African countries. And, you know, Jonathan will talk to those guys.
So he must have a lot of fun just getting in a cab in New York. Because those guys have a story to tell if you ever start talking to them.
They're blown away by what he knows about them. He's like, if he'll say where you're from, and they'll tell him, you know, again, it's an African country that you may have heard of, but he knows who the fucking mayor is. He knows the capital. He knows the native language. He knows everything. It's really fucking enraging.
Right. And M. Zeno, thank you, from Philly. Yes, Punta Cana, I think that's how you say it, is a hell of a place to go in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be real nice. As far as Haiti goes, what is this Robertson saying about it? He's saying they're cursed?
Pat Robertson, no, what he was saying was, and do we have audio of that? Because they played it on Red Eye last night.
Why would we have that audio?
Yeah, that's a big one.
That is a big one, because he's basically saying they deserve what they got or something.
He wasn't saying it that harshly. He was saying, there's a legend that there was some voodoo performed when they were under the heel of the French, as he put it, and they were, and they won 12 years later. They fought the French and they freed themselves from the French. But he was saying that the legend has it, I guess it's a Haitian legend or something, that there was voodoo involved with it. So he's saying that way back then they made a deal with the devil, and basically this is what happens. But he wasn't being malicious. I'll say that. I'm not even defending what he said. It was ridiculous. He's just...
How about he just shuts his fucking mouth?
You know who put it into perspective? The girl was on Red Eye last night, Essie Cup.
Right.
She's like a conservative. She's hot and she's smart. But she said, look, he's a scriptural literalist.
Right.
And that's what they do. Like, that's what they think. Everything that happens has biblical, you know...
How about we get all the bodies out of the rubble, and then you can say whatever the hell you want, Mr.
I agree.
Robertson.
He'll donate a lot of money, though.
His timing is shitty.
Yes, it is.
You want to hear what he had to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, because I honestly have not heard this, so maybe I should shut up until I hear it as well. Go ahead, Danny.
And you know, Christy, something happened a long time ago in Haiti, and people may not want to talk about it. They were under the heel of the French. You know, Napoleon III and whatever. And they got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, we will serve you if you'll get us free from the French. It's a true story. And so the devil said, okay, it's a deal. And they kicked the French out. You know, the Haitians revolted and got themselves free. But ever since, they have been cursed by one thing after the other, desperately poor. That island of Hispaniola is one island. It's cut down the middle. On the one side is Haiti, on the other side is the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic is prosperous, healthy, full of resorts, etc. Haiti is in desperate poverty. Same islands. They need to have, and we need to pray for them, a great turning to God. And out of this tragedy, I'm optimistic something good may come. But right now, we're helping the suffering people, and the suffering is unimaginable.
Absolutely, Pat.
He is getting money. And Gutfeld, again, is such a smart guy. He raised a good point. Even though he says dumb shit, he raises a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number right on the screen as he's talking how to donate to the cause. But, yeah, that is... Well, how do you get rid of that devil thing? That's what he should be talking about if he believes in that whole devil thing, this Pat Robertson.
They have to turn. But to answer his question, how is the Dominican Republic prosperous?
That is a strange thing.
Could be the government.
Absolutely.
It's like, look at North America, South America, it's the same piece of land. But I would have, if you take Mexico City or parts of Mexico and Texas and the U.S., big difference.
But this is a small island, Jimmy, too.
Yeah.
I would love to know the size of that, but now we have to go into another classroom.
Yeah,
we're not doing well in math this morning. I don't know if we want to go into which one would that be? Social studies?
No, I don't even know. Western Civ? No, Western Civ. I have no fucking idea.
Who knows? World politics.
But you see what he said wasn't. It's like when S.C. Cupp said scriptural literalist. I'm like, yeah. It's hard to even get mad at the guy. That's just what he does. He's an old guy who believes in the scriptures word for word.
If you make a deal with the devil, how do you get rid of the deal?
I was wondering.
How do you break your contract?
How do you contact them?
Yeah.
And is there small talk?
Yeah, that's what he should be talking about. Or are they fucked forever?
Yeah,
for real. I want to know.
No, apparently the devil honors his contracts
forever.
Unlike certain people. Thank you.
Yeah, the devil's more honorable.
Yes, he is.
We know that, right, Jimmy?
Yes, we do.
Are you sad today?
No.
All right, good. Greg in D.C. Hey, Greg.
Good morning, boys.
Hi.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
And I also wanted to say hello to Chip Jefferson. You don't get a lot of love on the show, Chip. We love you out here.
It's Chip Chipperson, stupid. Don't say my name wrong.
I apologize, Chipperson.
Sorry.
Anyway, if you guys don't mind, I can be your homeschool teacher today. I teach math and science in a Catholic school, so I can answer all these questions for you.
Wow. That means you work with Haitian kids, too, I'm reading.
95% of the kids in my school are Caribbean or African, and we have about 10% of the kids in any class are Haitian.
Do you speak any
Creole?
Creole,
They
yeah.
speak Creole. Yeah.
I don't. I know I worked with the guy Philippe and Lionel. They were Haitians. When I started comedy, like in '87. No, I'm sorry. I started in 1990. I worked with these guys like '89. Get babon caca. Am I saying that right?
I don't know any of the curse words.
Okay, that's a nasty one.
Oh, really? Is it good?
Yeah, they would always teach you the
Cock and
Haitian
balls?
dirty words. No, get babon caca. It was something about pile of shit. I fucking forget. They were really funny guys, though, man. They were really fucking funny guys.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great. The families, the Haitian families are all, they are so loving and happy, and no matter how bad things are, they typically still try to see the happy, fun side of things. And just a real quick aside, I went to a funeral once for one of the Haitian members of our community, and everybody was drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning.
What do they drink?
Everybody was laughing and having a great time and just having a wonderful time at a funeral.
Yeah, what do they drink? It's a good question. What's their drink?
Oh my God, they've got the best rum. It's called 4-star or 5-star, but in Haitian, it's Barbacoa. It is the greatest rum you've ever had.
So how would you answer Pat Roberts' why is Dominican Republic doing well and Haiti not?
Okay, Dominican Republic speaks Spanish, Haiti speaks Creole. In the Dominican Republic, they had a lot of ties with Cuba. So they still had a lot of the wealth that was associated with that originally. There's a lot of people who are on the Haitian side. There's just a lot of corruption in the government. There always has been. There are millions of people who live in slums. And if you're looking at how many people in Haiti are part of this compared to the United States, it's actually more like 17.5 million people in the United States would have to have had this problem. We would have had to have had an earthquake that affected the United States from Tennessee over to the East Coast for us to understand how much of that island was affected. But most of the problem in Haiti is because, and I know you guys have talked about this, the little shanty towns, the fact that people are pushed so close together and living in such slums and such awful areas that they're never going to see help.
Is there poverty? Is it anything like what we've seen in India and Slumdog Millionaire, or is it not that bad?
Yes, no, it is that bad.
Wow.
They have parts of Haiti that are ruled simply by gangs. The government doesn't go there. The police don't go there. Nobody goes there. There are areas that are literally 2 square miles that are run by 10 gangs. It's disgusting, and you can't get around it. There's no way to fix it because it's been going on for so long. As far as Pat Robertson is saying with voodoo, voodoo is something that they've practiced there for hundreds of years. They didn't make a pact with the devil. But, Pat Robertson's an idiot. But there are people there who still practice voodoo. It's something they do. But we have people who practice voodoo here, and they're some of the same people who speak Creole down in Louisiana and those areas.
Wow.
It's part of the...
Oh, yeah.
It's not what everyone says voodoo is. Voodoo is more of a way to get through something, but the same people who practice voodoo believe in God.
Now,
the Archbishop of Haiti was killed.
When?
In this,
Oh, in this
earthquake.
Oh, okay.
So, is this a game changer for Haiti, you think? Or do they go right back to where they were before the earthquake eventually?
Honestly, the people that I've talked to, the people who have families there, they don't think that it's going to be able to change even with something as simple as this. Because first, you have to get bigger. Haitians can't go to the Dominican Republic because Dominicans hate Haitians.
But aren't they? Hold on. But they're the same people, basically, right?
No.
What's the main difference? Is it a religious difference?
It's a religious difference. It's a background. It's a.
Well, what are the two religions?
They don't even speak the same language.
Okay, they don't speak the same language, even though they're on the same island. And but what are the two religions we're talking about here?
We're talking about Catholicism. It's almost like being Irish and being, I'm trying to think of the two warring Irish, and I'm drawing a complete blank. Protestant and Protestant and Catholics.
Right.
There's not really a big difference. They both believe in the same God and everything that has to do with that God. There's just a minor tweaking, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that minor tweaking. It's fucking up a lot of things.
There's not a huge difference between Protestants and Catholics.
Right.
And on the island of Haiti, the people who have lived there as long as they have, the Dominicans were never ruled by the French. The Dominicans were never treated like the French treated the Haitians. The Dominicans were never brought down and made subservient like the French made the Haitians. The Haitians fought back, kicked the French out, and had no form of government, no real centralized government. The United States didn't step in to try to fix it, and so the Haitians became what they are, which is a group of people who, the people who are really dirt poor are ruled by whoever's near them. The people who have money live near the capital. The other thing is, and I'm not sure if you guys have talked about this yet this morning, is that island is located right next to what is called the Caribbean, I believe it's the Caribbean Shelf, but it is one of the tectonic plates. So that island should have been decimated by, earthquakes several times over. And if Danny can pull it up, you can pull up a map of the tectonic plates, maybe even just in the Caribbean, you will see that island is right next to that plate. And so the fact that this was a 7.1 is not that impressive when you look at the fact that it is on a plate. And those plates, when they shift, this will happen.
We'll just lose the whole island?
We're not going to lose the island. We're going to lose everybody on the island.
Sure.
Because these islands those islands are not built for hurricanes.
Right.
Even though, and if you can get that map up, you'll see that the islands are so close to these plates. These islands are moving. They're only moving inches, even centimeters a year. But there are islands that are closer to other places, like in Africa. Greece, in the next 100,000 years, is going to be part of Africa because of the movement of the tectonic plates.
Let me ask you a question. When they shift, right, when an earthquake happens, that's when the plates kind of snap back like a rubber band?
Yeah, they're rubbing.
Well, no, it's not that it depends. I mean, if you're talking about subdivication, where it goes under a plate and it causes mountains, like India, the Himalayas are because India crashed into Asia, and it continues to crash into Asia at a rate of almost an inch every 6 years. The Himalayas are rising because of the tectonic movements. So it depends on which type of movement you're talking about. But go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
So what happened? So that's what I'm trying to ask you is how much did they move for this to happen?
Just for an earthquake, it could be as simple as a hiccup. It could be as simple as just a little bit of movement for everything around it. If this tectonic plate movement had happened out in the Pacific, we would have had a tsunami. Jesus. So it all depends on where it is, and what type of movement there was. What type of earthquake we're getting. But again, for this particular earthquake that we had over by Haiti, it was most likely just as simple. It wasn't things snapping apart. they were coming together. If they had come apart, we would have seen lava, we would have seen volcanic activity or something like that. So it was the plates rubbing against each other right here. And it was just a very small, very short movement of plates rubbing against each other that created that earthquake.
What's the American plate and the Caribbean plate, right?
It's the Caribbean plate.
I'm watching the news. I'm watching the news. I wanted to just say it.
They're talking about the American plate and the Caribbean plate.
Yeah. And I
think the Caribbean plate would be much tastier than the American plate. What do you think? Hey,
well, you guys have microphones. You guys are the smart ones here.
Hey, Greg, a lot of knowledge. Thank you. I appreciate that. And wow, yeah, a lot of people saying Haiti's 100% corrupt and Dominican Republic is like 100% tourism. So very, very different. Not many people go to Haiti on vacation.
No, they don't like white people. I mean,
Haitians
it's not
don't?
that Haitians don't like white people. It's that the poor, the really disgusting areas that are run by the gangs, they're not real fans of Caucasians, and they will kill you. Now, in the good areas, near the capital, near Port-au-Prince, and a few other places, they're fine. What people are really worrying about, and what the families I've spoken to are worried about, is that in these really poor areas that are run by gangs, it's going to be like Africa. It's going to be like some of the other areas that have had devastation happen, where we send aid, and the aid is immediately gobbled up by the gangs. And then they sell them, or they try to make more money off of this. And it's going to be tough.
Sure.
Kind of like in Somalia?
Yes. 100%.
Right on. Hey,
well, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, Greg, thank you. I appreciate the phone call.
You're welcome, guys. Have a good morning.
All right. And sorry for the people writing Z. What can I tell you? It's a huge fucking story.
Yeah, who's bored by this? It's like it is kind of interesting as what's going on. I honestly have no fucking knowledge about Haiti.
Yeah, I enjoyed that phone call, actually. Got some knowledge out. Let's say hi to Jeff in Texas. Jeff.
What's up, boys?
Hey, brother.
Hey, man. Look, let me preface what I'm fixing to say by saying first that this is a big time deal, a huge tragedy, and I think everybody's hearts go over there. But 2 years ago, Hurricane Ike comes through down here in the Golden Triangle of Texas, and it pisses me off a little bit, and maybe I'm looking at it wrong. It pisses me off a little bit. Watching TV last night, you see several people come across the TV, call this number to donate this money, call this number, donate $10, anything helps. Where were these fucking people at when goddamn Americans needed help?
How many people were killed in Hurricane Ike? I don't know.
I don't know the exact death toll, but in the town that I live in, Jimmy, all but 17 houses were flooded out. You have people displaced that are still displaced to this day.
Yeah, well, it's a bigger thing. I mean, we got a lot of problems in this country, but you see something like this happen down in Haiti, and next thing you know, everyone's opening up their wallets and donating all over the place.
Yeah, but is it just me, or does that seem to be a reoccurring theme these days that Americans are willing to help, people all over the globe before we help ourselves? And I just think that's a little fucked up.
Well, I don't really think we help ourselves that well. That's for sure.
Right.
Well, don't forget, dude, in Katrina, look what Katrina,
donate money to your local soup kitchen, help feed the homeless and hungry.
Dude, 92,
Jeff,
103 direct people killed. 92 indirectly, 26 missing. So that's like, and again, I'm not minimizing it and saying that who cares, but it's like you talk about like 225 people, which again, all right, that sucks, but it's not on the level of awareness of 500,000.
Right, that's why I made it a bigger issue, that there's so many problems in America that we just kind of...
Right, no, I know.
I'm just talking about, Americans helping Americans.
I think there's also the supposition that Americans are going to be helped. I'm not saying it's always right.
Do Americans help Americans? That's a very good question.
I think so, yeah.
Besides the whole tax thing? A lot of people... Our tax dollars are helping.
A lot of people weren't aware of some of the devastation in the smaller towns, in Texas, because we weren't like New Orleans. We didn't sit back and say, well, what's the government going to do? Where's my...
You only lost 200 people.
We didn't do that. We came back in, we busted our ass, and
calm down, sir.
It just, I think we should be helping Americans a lot more.
We understand that you think that, and you're not wrong. But you're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. We should help Americans. But when you look at Katrina and the way Houston took in the Katrina victims and the way the public itself, the government was horrendous with Katrina. They did a terrible fucking job.
Sure.
But the people, the Americans, did nothing but a comic relief. There was 100 charities for Katrina. So American citizens absolutely help American citizens.
Okay. I see your point. You know, I mean,
all right.
You know, I agree with that to a certain extent. You know, but I don't know. Anyway,
all right. Take care, man.
Okay, Jeff.
Right.
Thank you.
He's all heated.
All right, let's go to. We're heading toward our first break. We're gonna have Mustard in here, and we got Nick DiPaolo stopping by. We're gonna have a good show today. Nastasha from Brooklyn. What do you got, Nastasha?
Hi guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Calling. Not the caller that just hung up, but the previous caller, the teacher. He gave you guys a lot of info, but a few things that he said weren't necessarily accurate. As far as Haitians don't necessarily hate Caucasians, that's not true. I'm born here. My mom's been here since she was elementary school age. However, there is the problem with the Dominican Republic and Haiti is a system with the elite. And there's like the dark skin versus the fair skinned people in Haiti, and that's kind of where the animosity starts between the two portions of the island. Is that you have these people who are dark complexion, considered the Africans, who are forced to work, whereas the fairer complexion Haitians were usually treated a little better and things like that. And with regard to Haiti, there is a lot of corruption. If you look back the past maybe 65 years of government control, you start out with Papa Doc, then Baby Doc, who basically declared themselves as rulers for life and forced these people, they forced out all of the educated professionals of the island, all the teachers, all the doctors, all the educators gone, because you have these people in the streets killing everyone, where they're putting, criminals in charge and making regular educated citizens afraid to just live. And that's kind of where the island started to go downhill, because once your education, the basic stability of the island is gone, what else is there? And that's where we end up now, is you have an island now where there are no more educated people, where there are no more teachers, where there are no more people who basically care about the growth of the island and more about themselves and making a profit for themselves.
My head
and that's
hurts.
kind of what happens.
All this thinking.
Your head hurts. Imagine us.
I mean, all this historical. Ma'am, slow down. I mean, from all this historical knowledge, I don't know any of this stuff.
Please tell us that Jimmy and I will not be quizzed on this. We don't want to be quizzed on this. Do you remember anything that has been said, Jimmy?
No.
You want a pop quiz?
No, I take like bullet points of like, there's too much knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. And the thing is, also with Pat Roberts.
Look, let's be honest. 3 months from now, we're not even going to care about Haiti.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
All right, and then you guys got to go on caring about it. That's a little taste of reality for you. We're getting a little Haitian knowledge and a little Dominican Republican knowledge today, but come on. We got our own problems.
A lot of people fail to realize that right now it's all heartbreaking, but maybe next week something's going to happen. The president's going to go to a press conference and no one's going to care.
You guys better hope that everyone donates within the next 2 or 3 days, because the next big event, CNN, is gone. They're gone and on to the next one. So hopefully you guys will, get a lot of money in the next few days.
And it's not just the Americans, though. It's actual other Haitians, the Haitian diaspora that's in America. They're going to forget, too. And, it's just sad because these people are dying and, like you said, it's only until maybe Saturday. And after Saturday, God be with them.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Let's say hi to Mike in the Bronx. Mikey.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Are you pushing for the Jets?
I just wanted to say...
Or talk about whatever you want to.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was looking at all those pictures from Haiti, and I just couldn't tell if it was before or after the earthquake.
What's that?
We
heard you.
Punch it out, guys.
That old gag. I don't know. I was just trying to have a little conversation, working a little football thing there.
Oh, boy, he was all geared up to get his joke out.
He was
not going to be diverted.
He wanted nothing to do with me. He wanted to get his line out. You want to take our first break, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm starving, man.
I'm kind of hungry, too.
I'm
you know what? Matt in Toronto. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
We're going to end with you.
Please redeem all Americans for me. The guy from Texas, is he seriously comparing like a couple houses that have wet couches in the basement to 500 million people dying?
500,000.
500,000.
No, I don't think he was comparing that, dude. He was saying that The way Americans are focusing on stuff, he probably feels like his town was totally ignored by the news. I mean, no, he wasn't saying anything stupid.
Yeah, in his world, it means everything. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as we started doing the research on what happened down there in Texas and realized 200 people died, it's like, all right, buddy, maybe we could
200 people.
Maybe we could talk about that in March when this Haitian thing is under control. But right now, we're looking at 500,000 people in Haiti dead.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, I was really excited to hear about your Canadian tour that you were announcing shortly, right?
Yes, I am actually.
Why won't you should do that?
I know.
You could do.
What are you waiting for, Jimmy? We're waiting for you.
It's hard for me to get away from that kind of time because between this show and Leno, it's hard for me to
Can't
just
you
leave.
do a? Let's do a Toronto, Montreal, and is there somewhere in between that Jimmy could do?
That's about all of the good in Canada right there. That's about it.
I want to fucking do a co-headline gig with Carla Homolka.
You'll find her in Montreal. She's hiding out somewhere.
Oh, she in Montreal?
Who is she?
Oh my God, the fucking best half of this. Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't even say serial killer. They killed 2 people, but
that
one.
Yeah, I know that one.
Dirty couple they were.
Absolutely,
she was a naughty girl, Carla.
Sexy though.
All right, thank you, Matt.
She was sexy.
Cheers, boys. Happy birthday.
Peace. Yeah, right on. Okay, we start there. We're gonna take a break. Mustard is gonna come in today. Our little homeless friend who I'm stuck producing his album now, I guess, even though I don't know the first thing about that. Can I just write a check and go, here, make your album?
Yep.
Really?
Well, I'd give the check to someone else.
Is Mustard here? Why is Kenny in?
I don't know.
No, you don't have to write a check. There's a guy in Brooklyn with a recording studio that's willing to donate studio time and musicians.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can get him on the phone today or something.
Oh, let's see what Mustard wants to do. I don't know I think Mustard works as just like a guitar, him and a guitar. But what do I know?
You know a lot, GH. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah? What do I know?
No, you know a lot. You haven't lasted this long in the business for not knowing anything.
All right. I like that. All right. Is he here?
No.
Okay.
just hit that break. Check it out, the Opie and Anthony Show, starring Jim Norton today. We got Nick DiPaolo coming in, and our homeless friend Mustard is back. I fucking love this story. I don't know why, but I really do. What do you got in front of you, Jimmy? It looks like you...
I'm just reading that Michael C. Hall, the star of Dexter, being treated for Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer. So I know very little about it, so of course I'm looking up symptoms, convinced that's what I have.
Don't go on WebMD, ever. They'll have you convinced you have cancer within 2 clicks.
Some of the symptoms are just so obvious. Do you ever sweat?
Oh my God, yeah, I do. Are you tired? Yeah.
Yes, I have tiredness.
Oh my God, have you lost your appetite? Well, no.
Yeah, there's always one that,
You're like, all right, thank God. Mustard. How do we do this Mustard thing? This is a great little story.
Yes.
I know we don't like great little stories on this show.
We hate them.
Because we're not in touch with our emotions. But this Mustard guy has lived a life, and he's a very talented guy, and he ended up on the streets, living in Washington Square Park, and Keith the Cop found him for the homeless shopping spree. He comes in, and he's just a fucking drunkard mess, and we're not thinking much of him, to be honest with you. And we find out that he knows how to, play a guitar, so we find a guitar. And this is so frustrating as far as the videos online. We gave him a Taylor, which is sitting in the studio once again today. How much is this guitar? Like a couple thousand?
Oh yeah, easy. It's
easy,
probably about
2,000-3,000.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't want to acknowledge that the guy playing the guitar is a complete homeless mess. They're like, he's not homeless. If he's homeless, how can he afford a Taylor guitar?
I think my dad is actually guilty of the same thing. Like he was like, why is he playing? I'm like, Dad, do you understand that he's in a radio complex? Like, there's gonna be a guitar hanging around somewhere.
I mean, the logic of some people frustrates the hell out of me. It's like you can't figure it out yourself why he might have a Taylor guitar in his hands. Considering we're broadcasting from a radio facility.
I mean, obviously, most people out there have never seen these studios before, but I mean, they have Taylor guitars just hanging up on the wall.
Yeah,
signed $2,000 guitars.
And I'm not talking about the people that are just fucking around and going, "Oh, look at the Taylor guitar." It's the people that really believe that the guy isn't homeless because he's playing a Taylor guitar. It's like, just go away. So anyway, he picks up the guitar, and, I wanted to control everything. So he starts playing, and I go, whoa, what are you going to play? And he goes, don't worry about it. I got this. And he does a version of Radiohead's Creep that is just blown up around the world. What's wrong, Jimmy?
I was looking at Haiti.
Oh no, it's just amazing, right?
It's flat. The showing footage of the ghettos. It's fucking flat. It's like all the houses are it's like fucking flatland.
Yeah, that's how they build stuff.
Sucks. No, I mean after the earthquake, it's like it has knocked everything down on this. The footage they were showing.
It's that easy in these small Caribbean
And there was
islands.
a little kid walking around barefoot. They all walk around barefoot. And I'm like, you're walking through a dump barefoot.
Well, I've seen worse.
But just the idea of that, I don't like to walk through the street here barefoot.
Right.
I won't do it.
Well, when we lose when we lose power in New York City, we all cry like bitches.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do with ourselves.
Where's everybody shitting and pissing there? It's
right in the street, Jimmy. Come on.
Fuck.
They should organize and at least have a shit pile.
You have to.
A pile where you're allowed to shit. And that's it. So Mustard plays this version of Creep. And we put the video online, and for the most part, it just went word of mouth. I mean, it got picked up by a bunch of websites, but in general, it's just a word of mouth thing. And people are enjoying this video all over the fucking world. I get comments on my YouTube channel from languages I've never seen before. Some I could figure out, but others I'm like, what the fuck is that? And where do you get that keyboard so you could even type that? You know?
Yeah. Sorry. Look at the TV. Jesus. It's just flattened people.
Yeah, they'll be all right. The ones that survive, they'll be all right.
All right, so Mustard, I'm back.
The human spirit, they'll be all right.
I just went away. I was looking at a flattened building.
Yeah, no, it's that's what happens down there. So then Mustard played some other songs, and every song we put online, people are just eating up. And I told Mustard that I need to help him produce an album, so it's going down. We just got to figure it out. I think we got a guy in Brooklyn that's going to give us studio time, which is very, very nice of him. And we just got to figure out. I don't know the first thing about this shit. That's the problem. But I know I just got to help this guy. I don't know why. It's the needy, the side of me that just helps people. That is ridiculous. That most people don't know about, which is nice. But what do we do?
I don't know.
Do we do a 5-6 song fucking CD, and then where do we put it so the Mustard guy can make some money off it?
iTunes.
Just iTune it?
Sure.
And that's it?
Well, I mean, that's the way to do it. It's the easiest way, because you can just go grab it.
All right, cool. Do I get a piece of the action?
I would take 80%.
Like give Mustard 20?
Not even. After taxes.
Well, let's bring Mustard in.
Let's
here.
rob him blind.
Homeless Mustard making... I think his third appearance on the radio show. Yes. He helped us out right before vacation, so we haven't seen him in almost a month now.
There he is.
Mustard.
Yeah.
Hey. What's up, brother?
Hello, everybody.
I did write you back, by the way. I mean, for a homeless guy, he's pretty connected. I mean, he's got a Facebook, a MySpace. He's got an email address.
They love me on Facebook, man. They love me on Facebook.
Yeah. Where do you check your email? At the library?
Apple Store, mostly. No, the librarians have gotten really uptight about it because I can't get a library card because I don't have an address.
Right.
Without an address, you can't get a library card. So you go and you ask for a guest pass, and a guest pass is for somebody who's visiting, right? And so they'll give you a guest pass the first couple of times, but then they start to see you more than once or twice, and they go, "No, you can't have a guest pass anymore." So the libraries in my neighborhood will no longer give me a guest pass.
Wait, really? It's that hard to get a library card?
I know, right?
Why?
Because you need an address.
That's a loophole. They just don't want homeless people in their libraries.
Yeah. Basically.
Hanging around and sleeping and, sweating up the joint.
How's the Apple Store? They're pretty cool, right?
Sometimes. Some of the Apple people, as we call them, the Apple people. Some of them are cool. Some of them love it. They think we're groovy as shit, and they're like, well, whatever, do what you want to do. Every once in a while, you have some uptight prick come over and go, there's a 20-minute limit. There's a 20-minute. You have to go now. So we'll go upstairs and play the kiddie video games. But the one on there's one on Prince Street. And there's one on 10th Avenue. And the one on 10th Avenue, they're much more chill there than the one on Prince Street.
Right. On 10th Avenue?
10th Avenue and like 14th.
Yeah, but in meatpacking.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's 9th Avenue, right? No?
Yeah, 9th Avenue in the corner.
Okay, and then how about the one on 5th Avenue, the 24-hour one?
What?
That's he's downtown, man.
Oh, okay.
That's uptown shit.
You mean the one that's way uptown by Central Park?
Yeah.
No, we don't go that. We don't go that far uptown.
Yeah, you're not into it, right? Hey, so
I've been there, but
so the last time we had you in was for that homeless thing we were doing,
Yeah.
which was just crazy. So we couldn't really talk to you. I mean, tell us what's going on as far as the videos and stuff. What has gotten back to you? I mean, you got to be amazed by.
I am
by
completely
the love out
amazed.
there.
Oh, the response has been amazing. It's I'm every day I go to the we go back and forth between the two Apple, the one on Prince Street and the one on 14th Street. We go back and forth between these Apple stores, and I'm chatting with people all day long from all over the world. It's tripping me out. From Istanbul, from Madrid, Australia,
Russia, I think. Some of those Russian fucking places. I don't know. Is it a country still?
Perhaps.
Isn't it all broken up? I don't know.
People all over the world. They're very Poland. Oh, they love me in Poland.
That's
Apparently,
right.
they love me in Poland.
What's your Facebook name?
Daniel Mustard.
Daniel Mustard. Okay.
That's my name.
Yeah. You got.
Where's Anthony?
He's sick today.
Anthony's ill.
Yeah.
Anthony's ill.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
So
he was gagged with a giant penis.
Well, sometimes
it happens, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes that happens.
Anthony calls in a lot with ripped anal tissue. Should have quit at one.
All right. Well, he just stared at you.
I'm just saying, it happens.
Hey, and I'm getting.
I know what. Chip.
And Mustard, I'm getting email from all over the world too, and people want to book you in other countries.
Yeah, I've had.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they want to get you into the slave
There's some
trade
radio
or something.
station in Paris that wants to fly me out there and like
Right.
interview me and all this whole nine.
Now the big question: you wrote me the other day and said that you're sober.
I was sober. I was sober for about 9 days. Last night, I had to drink, and this morning I've been drinking too. I don't know what to say. Like there's this idea that sobriety. What is sobriety? It's interesting to me. Okay, as far as the communication I've gotten on the internet, more than anything else, people have been talking to me about alcoholism. More than anything else, more than music, more than all the rest of this, is people have been talking about what it means to be an alcoholic. Yes, I'm an alcoholic. Hello, hi. Not very anonymous, but I am an alcoholic. In AA, the concept is never, 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 never. And I feel like the more you tell somebody that you can never have something, the more you want it. So I feel like, I don't know, I need to learn moderation. That's a Buddhist concept. All things in moderation.
I would say one thing, not AA or any other program name related. Let's just say the concept of never. I quit drinking many years ago, but for me, the concept of never wasn't good. It was just a day. That's what a day at a time means.
One day at a time,
I would just not do it today. Yeah, I don't look at anything forever. I can't not do anything forever. Just today, that's it. One day I can handle.
And
Forever,
I do that. Okay, today, all right, no. Today, all right, no. Today, all right, no. But last night, or this morning, it was really this morning, I was like, all right, whatever. I don't know. I didn't want to be honest, I didn't want to come here sober.
Well, you get the shakes and all that crap real bad too if you're not drinking.
No, I'm over. I think I'm over that because I don't drink as often as I used to. But
well, where do you want to be down the road? I mean, because obviously you know what you're doing with that fucking guitar. So don't you want some kind of career with that, or?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Is the alcohol getting in your way? What's getting in your way? Or you could hit me over the head with the guitar.
I don't know what's getting in my way.
I mean, you told your story a little bit to us, how you had some tragedies in your life that kind of sent you down this road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the alcohol really is a symptom of the situation, not the cause. Mm-hmm. We go to AA and because the alcohol killed you. I was like, you know what? I was sober when all this shit went down. It wasn't until I was on the streets that I was drinking like this. And people don't want to hear that though. People don't want to hear that. They want to think that the alcohol is the reason, and really it's a symptom of the situation.
Right.
It's really hard to live on the streets sober.
Right.
You know, it really is.
Right,
It really
right.
is.
Well, we were talking on the way over here, and he, like you were saying, you came here for gigs, like you did stuff when you.
Oh no,
when
I
you got
booked
here.
some gigs. The reason even the covers I do know, like the Boys Don't Cry and all that, and Oasis, and the reason I even know those songs is because when I first got here, I was immediately I booked a bunch of gigs. You know, right when I first got here, I played a bunch of places, including a show with Lady Gaga. Stephanie, hello, hi. The great Lady
Do you know her
Gaga.
personally?
Yes, I do, actually. Yes, I do.
Hey, what's going on in her pants, you think? Jimmy,
I've seen a pussy. She got a pussy. I don't know what y'all talking about. I've seen it. Is a bar called The Dark Room. It's on Ludlow, Lower East Side. She's sitting in this. She pulled her shit down. She hopped up on the sink. She's pissing in the sink. Me and my friend Jeremy, he's a drummer.
Does she have a big vagina?
A bit. What does that mean exactly?
Like a large clit?
meaty.
I don't know. I didn't actually investigate her clit.
Oh,
not. The point is, she got a pussy. All right, she ain't got no dick. I don't know what y'all talking about. I've seen it.
I love it.
I've seen it.
So, when you first moved to New York, what was the buzz on your music? Was there any buzz?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably.
Did you get close to being signed?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. People, people talk. I got a lot of that. Oh, we can do this. I can do this.
Because you can make some money off this CD that we're gonna make for you.
I hope so.
And then what are you gonna do with the money?
Find myself a home.
Do you want to be off the street?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I do. And frequently asked questions. Yes. Am I really homeless? Yes, I'm really homeless. Is my name really Mustard? Yes, my name is really Mustard. And was I really born on Christmas? Yes, I was really born on Christmas. That Taylor, is this the same guitar? Yes, it is. No, this is not Ibanez. No, neither of these guitars are mine. I do not have a guitar.
So you're being asked the same exact shit I am.
Over and over and over again.
You can't figure out that he might have gotten the guitar from Sirius XM that has over 200-300 fucking channels, and his musicians coming in all the time to play.
What, a homeless guy with a Taylor? I'm like, it's not mine.
Every radio station in America has some kind of guitar laying around in case the artist that comes in for the interview feels like playing
the guitar.
But whatever. So, all right. Any other questions, Jimmy?
No, I mean, I just think that getting sober is the only way you're going to get out of this mess.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
And I'm working on it. You know, today is my break. Today I'm a little tipsy today, but,
I just want to laugh along with Mustard today.
I had some good sober days. Sober days are interesting because you see things differently than you do when you're drunk. But sometimes you don't want to see those things, so you want to get a little toasted.
Yeah. How are you going to deal with what's going on in the head?
Say what?
The mental stuff.
What about it?
Well, how are you going to deal with that?
I don't know yet. How do they deal with it? They give you drugs.
Yeah.
I'd rather get drunk than take their drugs, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. What about therapy and all that crap? Or
I would love some therapy. Thank you very much. Can I have some?
Or is it? I don't know if I can pay for therapy too.
Some good,
fucking like this
old
Mustard
fashioned fucking.
So what do you want to do today for us, Mustard? You probably have some kind of plan. We didn't even know you were coming in until yesterday. So, you got another cover or something you want to play?
Okay, yeah, I do have a cover, but where's? Oh, I lost my paper. I think I left it outside. It's over there. I have a cover to do, which is fun, and I have an original. A couple of originals I wanted to do. It's hard because I don't have a guitar, so I can't like practice or rehearse. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the other thing people are saying. They're like, you're trying to tell me that the guy hasn't played, and all of a sudden he just picks up this guitar and gets that version of Creep out there. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how it went down.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly how it went down. Yeah, I don't have a guitar, so it's hard for me to like. I can't practice, but I think.
Well, and you know what? We learned, Mustard. Hold on, before you start, we've learned from the past. We've had homeless guys come in that we've bought guitars for homeless people before, and we've learned that they last maybe 2 days out there on the streets.
No, it's hard. It's hard to keep a guitar on the streets.
Yeah, because either the homeless guy is having an episode and smashes it, or it's just being stolen, so another homeless guy could buy booze.
Yeah, no. When I
That's
bought
the only reason we have an offer to buy you a guitar, because we just know it's not going to last out there.
When I got my first guitar was a classical guitar that my sister's boyfriend left in a closet in my mother's house and whatever. But when I got like my first guitar, it was Takamine, $1,000. I spent $1,000 on this fucker. I thought it would be the only guitar I'd ever have in my life. I thought that would be it. You know what I mean? I thought I would have this guitar till the rest of my life. I've been through 50 fucking guitars since then, and that's only like 3 years ago.
No kidding.
Not even that long ago. I've run through so many guitars. I've beat guitars over people's heads. I have been beaten over the head by guitars. I have seen guitars go in many
Right on. All right, well, why don't you
ways.
play something for us today?
All right.
Here's Mustard, everyone.
This is okay. This is all right. This is mine. This is original. I didn't. I fucked it up. All right, let's try this over. I didn't just. All right, let's do this. Forget it. Let's do this instead. So baby, how was I supposed to know? I'm sorry, excuse me. Let's do this again.
Uh-oh.
I know, right? No, seriously. Oh, that's a good question. Hello. Wait, are we still on the air? Oh, shit. Can we at least have fun with it, at least?
Wait, what's going on? Hold on, Mustard. What's going on right now?
Out in the sun, under the benches. Wait, fuck. Out in the...
This is perfect.
Under the... Shut up.
This is how it was supposed to end. This is how it was supposed to end.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Don't say it. Yes, yeah.
This is.
I've been sober for like 10 days, and then last night and this morning I've been drinking, so I'm like, I'm a little tweaked out.
Fuck that Hollywood ending shit. This is how it's supposed to end.
Nah,
right
don't
here.
say that. Don't say that. This could be so much better than all this. Come on. I can do better than this. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Out in the trenches, down in the grime, under the benches, where you find all my intentions, good as they might. Try hard to mention our debate, but now we're standing, standing too close. Don't you know, baby, you're the one I love the most. This shit, it happen all the time, out in the trench, down in the grime. And I've been fall dead, been there back twice. Although I'm out to die, but through the night. And if you told me maybe it's some advice, I might not devoted down so fucking tight. All this shit a crime, out in the trench, down in the grime. And if you call me, and if you saw me, something to shout. A big band of gold you left in the hall, dogged it like a spoon. Out in the trenches, down in the grime, never surrender, never rewind. Hold your composure, live on the lights. I say, what else did you expect to find out entrenched in the crime? What else did you expect to find out in the trenches down in the ground? It's funny when I get tanked, the guitar, I lose the guitar. The guitar kind of goes away from me. I'm not really a guitar player. I have a guitar player. He was supposed to come with me, but we couldn't get him in. So
why? What happened to the guitar player?
They wouldn't let him in.
Dude, do you realize you're my ticket to Easy Street? You
He's SJ.
You can't fuck this up, man.
He's SJ. No, fuck. Give me take as you like. I can sing for days.
The fucking wheels are falling
I can
off.
sing for days. I need somebody else to play the guitar. That's the
Keith,
point.
what you say? Keith has information.
Just don't make me play the guitar. I don't want to play the guitar anymore.
When I showed up this morning, they were camped out in front of the precinct.
Yeah.
Probably would get me fired, but what's the fella's name? The other guys?
Luders Massilian. Luders Massilian and Joel Young.
Oh my God! Everyone's saying good luck, Hope. Jesus.
Yeah, Ludus was supposed. We didn't know he was showing up, and then there's issues with the building with trying to get people in. They have to have advance notice and provide the right people. I mean, we came through the front door today, which was nice. So
yeah, that was nice.
I felt like Justin Bieber.
It's nice that the building at least treated you like a human being today,
know,
instead
right?
of going up the freight elevator with the fucking cabbage.
But next time we're gonna bring Ludus with.
Who's Ludus?
Ludus is my guru.
Ludus
He's the man. He's the person I've taught. I've learned more about guitar playing from him than anybody.
Sam, what are you thinking? Did the wheels just fall off?
Yeah, every time we get Mustard in, we're thinking, all right, this is going to be our next 600,000 hit YouTube video. And then,
fuck that. I'm starting to see dollar signs. You don't think I'm going to get myself a little taste?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Mustard, I'm just fucking with you. I'm still Team Mustard. Uh-oh. You're right?
Fine.
I was just kidding, too.
Yeah, we're just fucking around. We're just...
No, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
You're hurting Mustard's feelings.
Oh.
No. This is what you do. I understand. This is the show. This is the point. Sorry. I'm with you.
What were you going to play in the beginning there?
I don't even remember. Oh, there's a fucking Britney song. See, I don't have a guitar, so I can't practice.
How about we take a break and you can practice a little bit?
Okay.
Is that cool?
Okay.
And then we bring you back in?
Okay.
You're not mad at me, are you?
No.
Why are you mad at us?
We're still going to... What?
Why are you mad at us? You guys are so insecure. He's okay. I am mad at nobody.
He can see right through us.
I'm just glad to be here. So just shut the fuck up.
All right, so what we have Nick coming in.
Yeah, we're going to take a break, get Nick DiPaolo in, and you do a little practicing, and, we'll get something going. Hopefully. Oh please. What kind of CD do you want to make, by the way? Originals? Are we allowed to put covers up on iTunes?
I got to get in touch with Tom York. I got to find that man.
Tom York. A lot of Radiohead fans have been trying to, show him the video. So,
I don't know. I
if
could build a career off of that, just doing the cover of that song.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on his radar or not, but oh my God, if we could put that version of Creep out there, holy shit, you'd make some cash.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm all right with that. All right, we on break now? What's going on?
Let's go eat your sausage and mayonnaise sandwich.
Are we still on air?
Yeah, we are. Hold on.
Oh, damn it.
Hold on. I just want to play this for everybody out there.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. Something happened.
All right, well, you practice. We'll get Nick in. And,
He's gone silly.
No, you're gonna come back and you're gonna freaking bring the house down with. I want to hear that Britney Spears thing. You keep talking about that.
What's he doing? Wait, are we still on air? I thought we were on a break.
All right, I figured it out. We got to make believe we're not on the air, and we're going to get some good shit out of him. I just got to figure you out. That's all. He's a challenge. I gotta be honest.
Baby, how was I supposed to know? I fucked it up. So baby.
This is perfect. You know, Anthony said that we would get him in the studio and he would turn into the Warner Brothers cartoon frog. That's exactly what is going down today. Mustard, go practice because we got to take
I know.
a break.
Give me a break. You said you're going to break.
I'm still Team Mustard.
Come on.
For the record, I'm still Team
Give me
Mustard.
a second, man. You know, last time I held a guitar, that last time I was here. Hello, hi.
All right.
I don't have a guitar. I cannot practice.
And you know
I
what? Maybe
cannot
we'll give you a
rehearse.
little,
No, I've got enough of that. There's enough of that going on. I don't need no more of that. Thank you very much. I don't need no more of that. I just need a fucking minute to fucking play this song. I used to play this song for
all right, just
all
go.
day fucking long.
Just go. We will have you back in, though. We got to take a break for real.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Our homeless friend Mustard is in the house. Nick DiPaolo joins the program next. Stay there. Opie and Anthony, starring Jim Norton today. Check it out, the Opie and Anthony Show. Ant's out today. We got Jim Norton, of course. We got Nick DiPaolo. And we got Mustard trying to figure it out outside the damn studio. And Stephen S. from Bayshore. Bravo to you today, sir. He writes, Opie's dreams of managing a star are collapsing like a Haitian village.
Oh, come on. I have relatives over there.
Stephen S. also writes, homeless and now songless. That's terrific. That's just terrific. What happened there, Jimmy?
I don't know. He just got a little nervous, I think.
What were you thinking when it was going down? Did you have an uh-oh moment?
No, I wasn't surprised. I mean, man goes to the bathroom outdoors. It's kind of, not surprising that his guitar skills are waning. It's tough.
He couldn't remember what he wanted to sing.
I was so happy because that story's right? That's how nothing happened.
What? Hey, we got to say hi to Nick.
Nick DiPaolo's
Good morning
here.
to Nick DiPaolo.
And we were in Houston.
Yeah.
Where and the guy who picked us up said that Nick, you stayed at the place, and something about nothing happened. It was just that Nick was in his towel or half naked.
I ordered room service.
Oh.
Yeah, I ordered room service, and they said a half hour. So I get in the shower, and not even like 14 minutes later, for the first time in my life, somebody's knocking
early.
on. Yeah. So I open the door, and it's like this 22-year-old smoking, like Russian. I mean, smile. And I'm in my towel, but she's not even like being shy. She's kind of like looking at me with a smirk on her face.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, what do you do, Jimmy? What do you? Well, I can't do anything. I'm married. But
the guy told us that story.
Do.
He goes, "Yeah, that was kind of cool." And I just said, it's bullshit. He tells that story in every city. There's always a Russian girl, and he's like, "Really?" He's like, "I believed him." I'm like, "Yeah, he was just lying." So me and Kenny, for no reason, just made up the fact that we pretended that you lied and just threw you under the bus, like it was this story you make up.
No, and it's not. It's always. I've been doing it on the road 20 years. It's always like a 65-year-old Mexican guy brings my food.
Sure, yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah, never
used to be a Haitian guy,
I'll tell you what I do.
Used to be a Russian stripper.
I take my finger and I crook it and I unhook it and I go, whoops-a-daisy.
Sorry about that. I thought this story was going to end that Nick is the guy that orders room service or waits for the maid and he's naked on the bed jerking off.
That's another comic who said that when the maid comes, she goes, finally.
It's a fucking, whatever comedian goes, yeah, I was naked and the maid walked in.
Yeah.
Finally. That's such a great joke.
But there are guys that actually do that, and Danny was showing us the videos, a montage of maids walking in as the guy's jerking off. But the guy sets it up ahead of time. It's his thing. He gets turned on by this. I thought you were going to be one of those guys.
No.
But
I just like saying that Nick made it up because it was such a thing that you wouldn't make up unless you're a fucking psychopath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's funny because on stage I go, girls, well, of course when I go, well, girls, girls. What you have? And then, yeah, always the girls in the audience. They're like, you should have dropped your time. Yeah. And then you would have been, lawsuit, rape, divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your help.
Or maybe just a quiet blowjob.
See, I don't have those instincts anymore. Well, I do, but I have to hide them. But I can't lose a house.
I told Nick just before he came on air with us, and Puddle of AIDS is saying the same thing. Nick was fucking awesome filling in for Dan Patrick. It would be highly advisable to get him his own show on the virus, lunch or dinner show. Yeah, that would be nice if they would pay someone else around here. They pay one guy, and everyone else has to kind of fight for the scraps. Because we have all the guys that could fill this channel with some fine programming, but they just don't want to pay anybody.
That's true, isn't it?
They just don't want to pay nobody.
Who's Dan Patrick, and where'd you fill in for him? I know the name.
Patrick?
Yeah, I know the name.
Well, he's a sports center guy.
Oh, he's I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, and then he left for his own thing.
Does he do a good show? I don't even know.
Yeah, actually.
He does a pretty good show.
He's got like 3 or 4 young guys, like sports fanatics. First of all, the studio's at in a small town in Connecticut, right? It's like they had that man cave company come to this,
oh, really?
They'll redo you. And they said,
redo your basement.
So I go in there. It really is. It's like a man's paradise. It's an actual bar, working bar. There's beautiful leather furniture, exposed brick, flat screen TVs everywhere. It's like huge. It's like three of these with a glass partition in the middle, and the 3 or 4 producers are on the other side of the glass.
Sure.
And there's memorabilia, pictures of him with everybody.
Wow.
But it's like what a place to go to work, And
it's not a bad idea. We should have them do something with this piece of shit.
In Man Cave, it'll be a gaping asshole they'll turn this place into.
One big glory hole.
It was fun to be, talking sports. And
for how long did you do
it? 2 days I filled in for him.
How many hours?
3.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it was beautiful.
3 hours is perfect.
And with guys chiming in,
it goes fast. If we had a 3-hour show, we'd almost be done, Nick. This 4.5, 5-hour show.
Is that what you're doing?
Well,
6 to 10:30.
Yeah, but we cheat here and there.
I hope so.
We sneak a little here and there.
The quality is finished by 8.
Oh yeah,
2.5 of filler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of.
So, what's the temperature?
Yeah.
What do you think of McGuire speaking sports there, Nick?
I hate him even more now. First you're a liar, now you're a fucking crybaby. 6'5", 280 pounds of sniffing. It was hard to tell. Now I can't, He made me sick in front of the Congress when he, testified. I only want to look forward. What stupid. See how privileged he thought he was? Now you cry in front of you. Will you stop with that shit? You're literally like a little kid crying because you want to get something. You want to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking shameless.
He's trying to protect his image. I understand, but at least don't cry.
What image?
Don't cry on us. Well, the image is being ruined by the day. We were talking about the steroid thing the other day, and they keep saying Tony La Russa didn't know. It's like, come
really?
on. The manager of the team that's probably obsessive about everything doesn't realize his guys are getting bigger and bigger, and their stats are getting better and better.
McGuire's got zits on his back like frisbees. Right. He doesn't see him in the locker room. Going, what's that fucking hubcap mark on your neck?
He's got what looks like hives all over his body, but that's not hives.
Especially an over-manager like Tony La Russa. Lefty! Righty! Right. The stats say I should put lefty. We got it.
He's a lawyer. He's a fucking liar.
Is he really a lawyer? Is he a lawyer?
He's a lawyer, and he's a fucking PETA, one of those PETA left-wing animal-loving... A great baseball guy.
What happened? You turned off your own mic, Nick. You all right?
I didn't touch anything.
No, there's buttons. There's buttons
under your shit.
I say buttons.
All right, I got you back on.
Buttons.
You're hitting things.
What is it? Who designed this? Who put that there? I told you not to put the
I told you to put the buttons where they're not going to fall. Get away, my kids. Yank.
Look, things could be worse. He could be in Haiti right now.
You know what? Someone came up with a pretty good idea on the phones the other day. They said every team should have one guy they designate to juice.
That's
to be
not
on
a bad idea.
To be on the steroid. Kind of like, are you a hockey fan or not really?
I used to love it, not as much anymore.
Because it's getting kind of.
What, girly?
Yeah, kind of girly.
Long time ago.
Kind of girly, but every team used to have an enforcer.
Yeah.
So Major League Baseball have one guy that just juices and gets as big as he possibly can, and it's legal.
Kids, Opie, the kids.
Fuck the kids.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the times we're living in, man, and it fucking envelops everything.
Oh, Uncle Paul. I got the nephews playing the sports, and I don't, whatever.
Huh? Your kids are...
No, I don't care. I mean, if they're going to, make us pay so much money to see these sporting events, you want to see some monsters out there, right?
As far as football goes, that should be mandatory juicing.
Well,
I like them. Come on, football, fast, violent. The faster, the bigger, the more violent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The hits are getting fucking uglier and uglier, man.
Good. That's how it should be.
Who do you want to win the Super Bowl?
It doesn't matter anymore.
I know. Are you? You're not a big Patriots fan?
Of course I am. I grew up in the 70s watching when they stunk.
Mm-hmm.
And
are they done? The dynasty is officially over?
Oh, that's baloney. The way fucking players change teams, every year. That's you're never out of
Don't you hate people that can't give good examples? They change teams the way most people change the hat bands. Hat bands. Guys are getting overexcited, just can't come up with the example.
Yeah, like breakfast coffee.
Why does Belichick wear the pom-pom? That the winter hat with the pom-pom.
And the old it had the old emblem on it.
I
the old
see that.
Patriots. The guy hiking the ball.
Yeah.
That's when they really sucked. They were bending over. But who's gonna? I don't know. I think you're gonna see.
Jets.
No, I think Indianapolis.
You can't push for my Jets just a little bit.
No, I kind of like the Jets. Indianapolis and Minnesota.
I want to see Dallas Jets.
Dallas Jets.
Oh, what a great matchup would that
Love
be.
to see that.
That would be.
If it was 1974.
Yeah.
But,
did you go to the Winter Classic? Someone's saying you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
I couldn't. Where was I? But that looked fucking great.
Fuck yeah, I wanted to go. But the company just ignored my request.
Dennis
they have
Leary
hockey
skated.
here too.
And they wouldn't get you a ticket for the Winter Classic?
I don't know. They never even acknowledged that I, wanted to go.
It's not looking good for renegotiations.
No, not at all.
Not looking good.
Your boy.
Huh? Oh,
Jay, yeah, man.
What do you think of the late night wars?
I think Zucker is a fucking douche. And he's, Letterman took Zucker. I mean, you know how loyal Jay was to NBC, and they just do that to him?
When he was number one, you mean pulling him out?
Yeah, to get the Tonight Show in the first place, all the affiliates, he used to, travel all over the country, meet with the affiliates all over. He couldn't have been more loyal to that company, and then they shit on him like that.
What, Jay?
Yeah,
the
Jay.
original shitting on?
Yeah.
We're talking about? Yeah, because now everyone's like, Jay's sort of looking like a bad guy with some of the stuff I'm reading, and it's like, Jay, Jay got fucked to begin with.
Because people don't know what they're talking about. They think that Jay quit and now is trying to take it back, and he didn't. That's what's driving me nuts.
Exactly.
NBC kind of fucked him, and he was a trooper and stayed there. And I personally believe that he stayed, instead of going to ABC, where he could have made a shitload of cash too. Believe me, he could have went there.
Right.
He stayed loyal to the network. And I also think in the back of his mind, what if he had to think, what if Conan didn't work out? He'd be the guy they'd go back to. He had to at least think that. But now, it looks like anyone that thinks that Jay is fucking Conan, you're a dummy. If you think the network's fucking Conan, that's fine. But if you think Jay's doing it, you're a dope.
Yeah, how does that get twisted? And I was watching Letterman last night, and he was sort of implying that too, that Jay was sabotaging.
Maybe Letterman's...
Although I did love Letterman was ripping Zucker to shreds. He's the one who, when Colin did the original Tough Crowd,
Sure.
do it on NBC, put the kibosh on.
I remember that.
This guy's got the magic touch, doesn't he?
What, he wasn't a fan of the show,
He was
obviously?
at the taping, and no, he liked it. He actually thought it was very funny. But he thought it was too edgy for the network. I remember, I know it was Zucker, too. He was there.
Wrong call again.
That would have worked.
I think so, too.
So would have worked.
So, Christ, that just goes to show you, man. It's all like, it comes down to one guy's opinion of what he likes, what's funny. Zucker maybe really loved what Conan was doing or whatever. That's why.
Yeah.
I know they want that demographic, but Jay was number one when they gave him the boot. Was he not?
Dude, he beat Letterman without writers, and that's not a knock on Letterman. It's just a matter of Leno was just doing fucking... He's a beast. He's unbeatable at that hour, or at least he has been for years, and they pull him.
And when the advantage of the Tonight Show being in Hollywood, you get the better guests.
Sure.
Yeah.
And, come on. Jay's perfect for that stuff.
Here's the question. When Leno goes back to 11:30, will he be as effective?
Yeah, he will. I think it's going to go right back to where it was.
Yeah, because it hasn't been long enough.
It'll go right back to where it was?
Because it was so short, exactly.
Yeah, if it was a year or a year and a half, it may have damaged Jay, or it might have damaged the Tonight Show name. But I think now it will. People don't forget, in a year, people will look back, oh yeah, remember that 4 months? Then 2 years, it's just distant memory.
Right.
I think so.
So what do you think Conan's going to, where's he going to
I don't know. It's going to be hard. How is Conan going to go to Fox and demand big money when they saw that he was having trouble beating Letterman? Now he's got Leno and Letterman. how does Conan go and justify big money somewhere?
I don't know.
With all the attention Conan's getting, Letterman's still kicking his butt.
Is he still beating him?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But they
he
kept
is.
saying Conan still had that young demographic, those numbers. That's why Fox is still interested.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how it plays out.
I never met Conan. Everybody says he's a nice dude.
He is. He's a great guy, Conan.
I just didn't like the people working for him because I was doing panel on Leno, and they wouldn't give me a date to do stand up on Conan.
That's how it is.
The guy, and
I know it's bizarre.
I would
man.
have showed him the set after, like with Eddie for Letterman. They gave me a date, and then Eddie came to the club. But it was just a matter. I'm not going to fucking audition for you. But that one guy who worked for him had such a dislike
That's
of
what
me.
I'm talking about.
It was very frustrating.
Hey,
Make it personal.
We got John in Jersey. John.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning, John.
Hey.
I just want to say, Jimmy, I think you're missing the point with this whole, Leno was number one and they got rid of him. I don't think that matters in the end because really what NBC was doing is saying, all right, we're going to make a move for the future at this point in time. They're saying, all right, 5 years from now, Conan.
And how'd that work out?
It's like Green Bay with Brett Favre.
That is what they said, dude. They did say we're going to make a move for the. You're right, but the thing is, they miscalculated. There's something wrong with it if you miscalculate, and they miscalculated Jay's effectiveness 5 years down the road. They underestimated his effectiveness, and that was a terrible miscalculation.
They look at
Jimmy,
dude. Look at how it's working out. Look at how it's working out.
Look at the Brett Favre situation in Green Bay. It's exactly the same thing.
No, it's not.
Brett Favre is not funny.
Yeah, Brett Favre you killed.
is not funny, fella.
All right, dude, what do you say? This guy's obviously a Conan guy. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, but when Favre said he wanted to come back right before he went to the Jets, he was still playing at a high level at that point. But Green Bay said, look, I know you want to come back. I know you're talented. I know you're still playing at a high level. But we have this guy waiting in the wings who's been waiting for a
And
few
they're
years
out of the
now.
playoffs, and Brett Favre's in the playoff.
Right. So you thought that it was the right move?
But was Brett Favre winning the actual Super Bowl? Jay Leno was number one when they kicked him to the
They
curb.
were looking at Jay's personal age and going, in 5 years, he's going to be unappealing.
The
and
ratings
too
aren't
old.
going to be as good.
This is a
and-
young man's game, but they don't realize the shit that goes into it.
And there's a lot more fucking longevity in late night hosting than there is a physical sport like football. So you're obviously a Conan guy. You think it was the right move for them to go, and I'm telling you, they didn't anticipate
in the pudding, not to be a dick.
that Jay would be number one. They didn't.
I don't dislike Jay.
Dude,
I don't dislike Jay. But I also think that...
How am I missing the point?
Because I just think the fact that he was number one doesn't matter. I mean, because ultimately, if they're making a move, because if they're making a move for the future, then they're
This
obviously
isn't
thinking one
sports.
day Conan will be number
You're
one.
making a sports analogy that doesn't work.
They're making a move for the future, but let's just say Jay had gone to ABC. And Conan had taken the Tonight Show, and Jay had said, fuck you, I went to ABC. The move to the future, Conan is not going to be beating Jay. Because they thought that I just completely lost my thought. He would not have been beating Jay, or they wouldn't have kept Jay. But they saw, I think Conan was having trouble with Ferguson. I think Craig Ferguson was beating Conan. Now, I've heard that. I could be wrong. But I think that they started to see that although Conan is a very niche guy, and he might be a very specific humor, that maybe won't appeal to the numbers that Jay will.
I also have to think. I also think you have to look at why Jay was number one, because when Jay first took over the Tonight Show, he wasn't number one for a while. He
3
had
years.
that whole Hugh Grant thing, and then all of a sudden, people are attracted to scandal. Well, Conan comes on in June, and all of a sudden, Letterman's got this national news-grabbing scandal with him and his affair that he's talking about on air, and all of a sudden, that's going to attract viewers to Letterman. And then I just don't think that Conan was able to recover from that. Plus the fact that they put crappy primetime.
Dude, you're making... dude, I know what you're doing. You're making excuses for the fact that Conan wasn't... At this point, again, he really didn't have enough time. But he wasn't doing what you thought he was going to do at 11:30. And you're trying to find a reason why he's being fucked more than Jay got fucked. And it is unprecedented that the number one guy is pulled off when he is beating
It's never been done before.
a
Absolutely
monster
not.
like Letterman. And Leno was beating him readily. Letterman's not an easy guy to fucking beat every night. Letterman's a funny fucking guy, and he's a very competent, good host.
And Nick just had a good point there. It never happened before, where you get
Never.
rid of the guy who's number one
That's
still.
Jeff
That's
Zucker, the
crazy.
magic touch.
Johnny
That's crazy
was-
in entertainment.
Johnny was much older when Leno came in. Jay's 59. Now, to us, that's old. But you know what? Another
Right.
6 or 7 fucking years, you could easily do that as a comic.
Right.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, I wasn't trying to come up with a reason why I think Conan's getting fucked more. I'm coming up with a reason why I think Conan has been losing and why he's been doing so poorly in the ratings.
All right.
I mean, I think that he does have a massive appeal for a younger audience, and that is something that NBC should value.
Maybe they just pull the trigger way too soon.
Yeah, and Conan will be just fine wherever he's.
And the obsession with youth in Hollywood, I think a lot of times they miscalculate what people are going to look for and what people are going to like. 'Cause it's a bunch of, don't forget, dude, you're also taking, executives want to be the ones who get their guy in. That's why when networks, fucking network heads leave, new network heads come in, a lot of shows get projects get axed because people want their stamp on it.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate it, John. All right. You want to see what Conan said last night?
Yeah, I'd like to hear both of them said, definitely.
Who do you
They
wanna
were
hear
funny.
first?
I'm sure they're both great. I mean, Conan was really funny last night. They played some of his monologue. It was very funny.
You want to do Jay first or Conan first? Because, I mean, if we do Jay first, then people are going, why do you do Jay first? Blah, blah, blah.
I say Jay first, just alphabetically backwards.
I say Conan.
All right. Well, tomato,
I'm just
tomato.
trying to make good radio.
Here's fucking Jay from last night.
Well, some good news from Afghanistan. Do you hear about this? Critics of the war have stopped referring to it as another Vietnam. They're not calling it anymore. The bad news, they're now calling it another NBC. Welcome, of course, to NBC, America's most dysfunctional TV family. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Please. You thought the Goslings were screwed up. Oh, my God. Well, nobody knows what's going on here. Conan O'Brien, understandably, very upset. He had a statement in the paper yesterday, and Conan said NBC had only given him 7 months to make his show work. When I heard that, 7 months, how'd he get that deal? We only got 4. Hey, who's his agent? Get me that guy. I'll take 7. Well, all the late-night hosts are having great fun with this debacle. Last night, Jimmy Kimmel did a show dressed up as me. Show that clip. Here he is dressed up as me.
My name is Jay Leno, and let it hereby be known that I'm taking over all the shows in late night.
Now, you see, I was going to come out dressed as Jimmy Kimmel. Put Jimmy's picture up there, but you see, I realized I do not have enough black shoe polish here at NBC to get my hair that dark. Now look at it.
I love it.
I'm fucking loving this.
When they go to the well, yeah, it's fun how they're all having.
Oh, fucking yeah.
See how fun.
They're still being a little too nice, though. I really wanted to get ugly.
Letterman last night was
pretty harsh.
He was throwing roundhouse.
I think, yeah, but you know what? It's kind of annoying, though, because I'll say this. Jay kind of laid off. He did a couple of jokes when Dave's scandal broke, but he was like, he really didn't want to be a dick about it. And I think Letterman still got that bitterness because he's probably still pissed off at Jay. He's, it's obvious.
But it's funny how when you get millions of dollars, Conan will he's fine financially no matter what.
Let's
so
not
you
worry
can have
about
fun
Conan.
with this.
Yeah.
If they were like
exactly.
fighting for their lives, it wouldn't be that funny.
If it was 2 deli owners fighting for a spot on the corner,
it's a lot more personal.
Of course. We're talking about 2 guys that'll be fine no matter what.
He has maggots in his corned beef.
Right. And this is what Conan did last night.
Anyway, we have an amazing show tonight. We're going to have so much fun tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened?
What happened? That sounded like a merge of 2 different clips.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, let's see if it gets better.
My God, it's Kenneth the Page, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't see this last night.
I didn't see that either. And I was watching.
Hello, Mr. O'Brien.
Kenneth, what are you doing here?
Well, I have a tour group here, and they wanted to see the studio.
Oh, okay, Kenneth, I'm doing a show right now.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. I knew you'd understand. This is the former home of The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien.
Hey. Now, Kenneth, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, right. The soon-to-be former home of The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien.
No.
Well, and here's a fun fact. NBC spent more time building this studio than using it.
That's true. Yeah, right. That may be true, Kenneth, but it is a beautiful studio.
Oh, yes, it sure is. And it will make an even more beautiful storage facility for old office furniture. Oh, here's another fun fact. Just like Conan, most of the staff here uprooted and moved their families to come work here. In fact, Max Weinberg uprooted his family and his other secret family.
Kenneth, maybe you can do this later, if that's cool.
Oh, no. This is the 5 o'clock tour. It's always been the 5 o'clock tour. If it's moved any later, it won't be the same. Where would you get such an insane idea?
You're right. I'm sorry.
That's nice.
Kenneth DePage, everybody. He's a good man.
Dude, that was a setup. He knew Kenneth was coming out.
I don't think so.
All right. Let me say hi to Cutler, looks like, the trucker. Cutler.
Yes.
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
Not much. I don't know. To me, it seems like Jay Leno's shows make more sense and they're funnier than Conan's.
Well,
I prefer Letterman. I mean Leno, but it's to Conan. But again, Conan does have his own. That's just a matter of taste, man. Yeah.
Two different shows.
Yeah, I mean Conan does appeal to a certainly different.
It's a taste thing, whatever. I mean, there's a lot of people that would say I prefer Conan. So,
right.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't y'all say the other day though that if Conan lost his spot and they moved him past midnight, he's gonna get what, $50 million or $15 million or something like that?
If from what I don't know the intricacies of the contract, but Conan could have left years ago for more money. So he stayed loyal, wanting the Tonight Show. It was a miscalculation by NBC that Jay would still not be a fucking, as we say, a beast in that hour. So they said, look, Conan, in 2009, we'll give you the Tonight Show. And if we don't give you the Tonight Show, you can walk and we'll give you $40 million. And I believe that's what it was.
Yeah, 45.
But when this was happening, I'm like, how are they going to pull Leno?
We can't even get these guys to pay for our coffee around here.
How do you pull Leno now? And then the economy shits the bed.
Right.
And it's really hard to justify letting a guy leave, not sure if he's going to beat your guy, and then handing him $40 million. It's very tough to justify that, to just let a guy walk and hand him $40 million. So then they're kind of forced into the move, I think.
This story,
that's NBC's fault,
Well, yeah, of course.
They should have looked at their numbers better.
I agree. It's not Jay's fault or Conan's fault.
Where's Jay going to be at?
I think they should give Carson Daly a shot at the Tonight Show.
Oh, boy, he's got to be miserable. Fucking kid, believe me, if they both stay, he's finished.
What do you mean? He's got a 4 a.m. slot nailed down, guarantee.
I don't know. I mean, if they put both shows back to back, then their numbers will probably go up anyway.
No, for the No, not for you. I meant to hit it a little earlier, to be honest with you, when you said Carson Daly.
They'll both be fine.
I can see why you're a little confused. My timing was way off on that, Nick. Thank you for calling me out on that.
This is an audio thing.
It's like, wait, is that for me? I wasn't trying to be funny. No.
Hit the chirpers right after I say something.
Right. Sorry about that.
I got enough problems.
All right, Cutler,
okay.
thank you.
Okay.
All right, take care.
And why don't we make it fair? Let's see what Letterman did last night. Nick, you said he killed with this thing?
Well, he was
the best?
going after everybody. He was kind of,
I heard he said he ripped Jeff Zucker. That's kind of funny.
Oh, Jesus, did he ever? He kept putting his picture up, which is great because a lot of people the average person doesn't know what the head of a network looks like. He kept putting his picture up. And he was zinging Jay, and he was like, it was like 8 minutes. He was just
Letterman could get vicious. I like when he gets a little vicious.
It's not vicious. It's funny. It's like this is what made him famous. He was a cranky, cantankerous prick. And you know what I mean? That's when I loved that show. And they got away from that. It was like a whole different real feel to it.
But you get to see it. This is like old Letterman coming out.
Exactly. I enjoyed it.
Okay, all right, settle down. CBS hasn't fired me yet. I'm still here. Cold outside, isn't it? Lousy cold outside today. You know, they say from the Weather Bureau, they say it's caused by an Arctic chill between Jay and Conan. That's... This, I still have a show, right?
You're so far.
Did you hear about this yesterday? Conan O'Brien. It's so confusing, ladies and gentlemen. And Jay Leno used to be on at 11:30. Then they moved him to 10. And then Conan O'Brien was on at 11:30. Now they want him to go on at 12:05. And then they would put Jay from 10 to 11:30.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And and Carson Daly now got to get a show in Mexico or something. He don't know what to do. I mean, he's just, hey, what about it? Hey, what about it? It'll make you dizzy. So Conan O'Brien yesterday says, well, I'm not doing the Tonight Show at 12:05. And you think about it, well, he's right. The Tonight Show, that would, that's the next day. It's not really that's right. It's like the day after or what it used to be the Tomorrow Show. Right. So he said, forget it, I'm not doing the show at 12:05. Well, NBC went back to him, and then they decided to sweeten the deal. They offered him 12:04. get it. But
I think this is still his monologue, right?
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
when he sat at the desk, it was when he kind of started freewheeling, and they had a few clips thrown in. He said something about Jay sabotaging NBC, and he said he did it when he was a kid at his high school play, and they showed some actual footage of a black and white play where stuff was falling down.
That's
It was really fucking funny, actually.
Was it a good? Was it more visual though?
Not really.
Well,
I mean, he was doing both, but he was brutalizing Zucker verbally.
And now, the buzz is that Conan may leave NBC to start a show of his own at another network. And I thought, where'd he get an idea like that?
Pause that. He probably got the idea from Letterman because Letterman did it.
And the whole idea of this was NBC wanted to get a thing going whereby they wouldn't make the same mistake they made when Johnny quit and retired, that there were a lot of bad feelings. They wanted to avoid causing more bad feelings. Well, mission accomplished. There you go.
Brandon wants us to find out what Tank Hankress thinks about the Leno situation.
God damn it, you're right. Tank Hankress. He's a funny dude. He's a correspondent we have come in to steal Leno's terminology.
He's like a man's man, Nick.
Yeah.
And he gets right to it sometimes.
Get Tank in here immediately.
Can we get Tank Hankress to give his opinion on the whole Leno-Letterman thing? Tank Hankress. Sam's trying to get Tank. He's so fucking miserable.
Why does Imus have a stethoscope?
I don't know. I'm looking at his glasses. Those fucking creepy tinted glasses. I do love Imus. Imus. All right, here comes Tank.
Here comes Tank.
Nick,
Yeah.
you're going to enjoy Tank. You
Yeah,
really
he's a man. He'd be good to have if you host a sports show again.
Okay, what's he, super guy?
He's the guy, yeah.
You guys are really laying it on here.
He
so
really
I know
knows
something's
sports, and he drinks pitchers of beer at Hooters every night.
Yeah.
He's that type of guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Tank.
Sucks pretzels like they're cocks.
Is it Hank
What, they're
Tankerous
not?
or Tank Hankerous?
Tank Hankress.
Tank Hankerous? I don't know.
Is that like cantankerous?
Yes, that was where this came from because Dumbbell didn't know the word.
Yeah, Tank, say hi to Nick DiPaolo.
Hi, Nick.
No, Tank, he said.
Tank, how are you?
Not Eric, Tank.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Tank.
So, Tank, what do you got on the whole late night war thing?
That's right. And why are your lips pasty white?
You're not the virus right now. You're Tank. Tank has a lot more confidence
What do
than
you
the
got,
virus.
Tank?
What do you got on the late night wars? Are you nervous in front of Nick?
A little.
Come on, Tank. Tank, what do you got on the late night? Go. The microphone, go.
Do you want to do it outside so you don't have to look at Nick?
Come on, Tank.
No.
What do you got on the late night wars?
Go, Tank.
Tank has nothing on the late night wars.
You're not even doing the voice. At least do the voice.
Be Tank. We want Tank.
Tank's got nothing on the late night wars.
Come on, Tank. Yes, you do. What's your opinion?
I think it's because of Nick.
Come on, look at Nick and talk. Nick likes a man's man.
I do.
Is he intimidating, Nick DiPaolo?
Just a little bit.
All right, he's not going to make fun of you. Just fucking do Tank Hankress and...
I'm having my stomach scoped like an old lady in about 2 hours.
Right.
How intimidating is that? They got to numb the back of my throat.
Really?
Yeah, they spray that shit in. I'm hoping.
Yeah, there's other ways to do it.
Tank anything?
It's a real cheap doc. He's going to throw me a couple of fucking Tic Tacs.
Head over the bed. Good deep throat fucking till it numbs it.
Jesus.
Tank?
Guy's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah,
isn't he?
All right.
There's nothing happening here.
Thanks, Tank. Jesus Christ. Another big disappointment.
Holy shit, between him and the homeless guy.
Yeah, no
this
kidding.
Is fucking tremendous.
Why is everyone panicking?
I don't know.
In front of live
What's
mics
going
today.
on?
It's really you, Nick.
Don't they realize this is satellite?
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break.
Oh.
We got Bobo on the line. You want to do the Bobo thing before
Yes.
break? Have you heard Bobo on our show?
I haven't.
Bobo is...
I have trouble picking up a satellite in Westchester. There's 2 trees in the county.
Bobo had a gig.
Yeah.
Some frat house in Buffalo hired Bobo to do some stand-up comedy.
Oh, Jesus, did this end in a fucking shooting?
Bobo doesn't really do stand-up comedy. He wants to do
That
stand-up
didn't
comedy.
stop me and Jimmy.
That's right.
You got to start somewhere, as well, right? Bobo. Bobo.
You got the magic touch today, huh?
No shit.
Holy
Bobo.
shit. It's like,
Bobo. Did he fall asleep on the phone? Maybe? Bobo!
the fuck's he get a blood sugar disorder?
He may be asleep.
He's reminiscing about the raping he took at the fraternity up there. What happened? Did it get ugly?
Oh, we want to get an update. Bobo! You got to be kidding me. Danny?
Well, what Travis is suggesting is perhaps we hang up the phone, terminate the call, and call him back so that his phone rings, and then once again,
He'll definitely answer. If it always
A
wakes
guy
him
named
up.
Bobo's too busy for the show.
You want to, all right, call him right back immediately. Nick DiPaolo's in studio today. He's going to be playing comics, a fine comic club here in New York City.
Yeah, next Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Very good.
What's the dates there? Oh.
January 21st through the 23rd.
Yes.
Next Thursday, Friday,
Fine.
Saturday, you get to see Nick DiPaolo in New York City. That's great.
Yeah.
And also, you got nickdip.com and Nick DiPaolo on Twitter. How's that Twitter working for you?
I'm on Twitter?
That's what it says. Is someone else doing it for you?
Somebody making this shit up? Yeah, I got a web guy. Maybe I am. I don't know.
Is he tweeting for you?
I don't fucking know. I can't stand that shit. My computer crashed yesterday. Is there somebody call in is there somebody that can call in that just has turned their back on this whole technology fucking wave? And can you do it? Can you get along without it?
No.
Patrice tried.
He did try.
Unplugging from the grid, basically.
I'm not talking about donuts.
Why don't you want to be part of the grid? Why don't you want to be part of Facebook
Oh, it's
and
a
Twitter?
fucking pain in the ass.
Kind of is, right?
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
But it's learnable. It is overwhelming, but it's like it's not that bad once you get a little.
But I don't want to. It sucks. You sit down. I sit down and like write jokes, and then I'll Google something and then I start reading, and it just sucks time from your life. You look up and it's 3 hours later. Your hands are all
back
sticky.
hurts. Yeah.
Your back hurts.
You're out 3 socks.
We just went on Nick DiPaolo's Twitter, so you did not write. You did not write. What are you?
It's a picture. I know. That's right.
You didn't write this? Hey, kids, catch me on O&A tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m.?
Yes, I did, actually.
Okay.
Wow, that one got through, huh?
Yeah, so it's Nick
That's
DiPaolo
Twitter?
on Twitter.
All right.
Yeah, now you know what it's all about.
I do something. I write something, and it
Is it
goes
your
to my MySpace, to my Facebook, to all that shit.
Oh.
But it's not Twitter per se, but it goes to my Twitter account, too, I guess.
I twit myself.
Nick, you'd be a really good one to follow on Twitter.
Yeah, you'd have
You got
funny
some good
stuff.
shit to say.
Yeah, what's
You
it going to
should give it
get
a
you?
chance.
You know, what's it going to get
Do you have the app on
Reality
your
show?
Do you have the app on your phone?
Yes, I do.
There you
No,
go.
I don't.
It'll make selling tickets a lot easier because then you build it up and then you can smack them with, hey, bam, comics this weekend. Let's go. Let's go, people.
I talk to all of my Twitter followers. I preach. They're worshipers.
When do you do that? I'm so busy, with taking naps and lunch.
Normally the Twitters I send out, I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm pushing so hard my legs are straight out. That's normally when I'm fucking typing.
Your legs are straight.
Yeah, my legs are straight out. I'm shitting.
All right, we're going to try this Bobo thing
All
again.
right, Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah, I'm here.
Bobo, what happened? Did you fall asleep?
No, I missed the call. I missed it. Anyway, what happened was
Bobo.
Anyway, I
Bobo.
gotta explain what happened
Bobo.
yesterday. Yeah.
What happened?
First of all, I got to teach you something about radio. People have no idea what you were going to do. We got Nick DiPaolo here, so you explained to Nick.
Yes.
This whole thing that was supposed to go down in Buffalo.
All right. Well, what was supposed to go down in Buffalo was this thing. I was booked for this show somewhere, some frat house or wherever the fuck it was. I called this guy to confirm. Yeah, I'm going to be there. Everything. The guy doesn't answer.
Why does he sound like Betty Davis?
Because he's got.
I was just up.
He almost has the haircut.
And I was up in Buffalo at the Sigma
Right.
Nu.
Bobo.
Little things going on.
Yeah.
How much were they going to pay you to go all the way to Buffalo? You got to explain this to Nick.
It was
Because
going
Nick.
to be $100 plus $5 off the tickets. $5 off of every ticket sale.
And he had
$5 from every ticket.
How long you been working with Barry Katz?
and he had to find his way to Buffalo too. They weren't going to pay for him to get there.
Jesus.
So who did you
Making
call?
me sad.
Who
Yeah.
set this up for you?
Sounds like my agent.
the guy that called me.
So some guy out of the blue calls you to give you this gig at a frat house in Buffalo.
Yeah, with some frat house that was being rented out for this.
Okay, and you were very excited, Bobo, weren't you? It was your first headlining gig.
Yeah, I was all ready for this and everything, and I'm calling the guy right before I leave, right? And the guy doesn't answer the phone, so I just keep calling, and he says, and it's all right. And then what happened is well, I'm just going to say a representative. I'm not going to mention any names. He calls in saying, "What is this? You're not picking up and everything, not calling the guy, right?" And the guy got upset that the guy just canceled, decided to just cancel the gig.
Why did he get upset?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was.
So you never went to Buffalo is what we're getting at, because people wanted to know how it went.
Yeah, that's what happened. He just canceled it, just got so upset.
A lot of people would kill to have their plans fall through in Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just complaining about because the representative that was representing me was complaining about that. So I got answering.
Who is representing you? ICM now? Who is?
Yeah, why the guy gets upset because you're just trying to figure out if the gig is still on. So then he cancels. That doesn't make sense. He was fucking with you the whole time, Bobo.
Yeah, that's what it is. This guy was just messing with me.
Oh, that's not nice. I don't like when they do that.
We're the only ones that are allowed to mess with Bobo. No one else. Right, Bobo?
Yeah, exactly. This guy, if I find out who this guy is, I'm telling you, he's going to get whacked in the head with a baseball bat.
Oh, shit.
That's strong language, Bobo.
If I find out who this guy is...
Come on, Bobo. What else? What else would you do to this guy that really fucked you over? Come on. What would you do? What would you do?
Would you suck his cock, Bobo?
No, I would hit this guy with a baseball bat.
And then you'd suck his dick, right?
I don't know if you could sum up the energy to swing a bat just from listening to you. You sound like you got cancer of the ass and eyes.
I would just pee on that guy. On his unconscious. I would humiliate this guy.
Yeah. By kissing him, right?
I'd buy him a house in Haiti.
No. I would just piss on this guy.
Kiss on him.
On his unconscious.
All right, Bobo. All right.
Why do you want to kiss on the guy?
Kiss or piss?
Yeah, why would you want to kiss a guy?
Yeah, why do you want to kiss a guy, Bobo?
No, I said I would piss on this guy.
Oh, you want to kiss him?
All right, so you're going to kiss this guy. Where are you going to kiss him?
No, I said I would piss on him. I would take a leak on this guy.
Kiss on him?
That's creepy to kiss the dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
No, I
mean, the
piss
baseball
on
bat, okay, but the kissing thing gets a little weird.
No, I hit this guy with the baseball bat.
All right.
Then I would probably.
Did you play Little League?
I would dump paint on this guy.
You dump paint on him? That's something.
You're gonna put your taint on him? Why?
Why would you taint a guy?
No, I would dump a can of paint on him.
So you're gonna kiss on him and put your taint on him? That's so weird. Why?
No, I would dump a can of paint. I said.
Put your can on him,
dude. There's no reason to put your can on him. That's fucking gay.
I can see you touching his taint, but you don't can him.
Right.
No, I said a can of paint.
Oh, you're so gay, Bobo.
Yeah.
You're gonna kiss on him, put your taint on him.
What
That's
else?
really creepy.
No. I said.
Now I know why the guy canceled your gig. You're a big girl.
No, I said a can of paint.
All right, we hear you. What color?
See, I guess orange.
Well, if you're going to pick a color, I guess orange would be
That's like an Irish terrorist thing, isn't it?
That would be the go-to color, I guess. All right, Bobo. I don't know. What the fuck?
That was the funniest thing in the whole 20 minutes.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do with this Bobo guy? All right, so the gig didn't happen because people want an update, and there's your update. All right, Bobo, we'll see you soon, okay?
All right.
Oh, wait, Bud the trucker. I don't know why. I had an out right there. Bud.
Yeah, I think Bobo should go and to where they work and knock the dicks out of their mouths.
Oh, can we play that? Can we play that for Nick?
I think I murdered the line.
At least we could set it up. We had Bobo in here, and we were trying to teach him comedy a little bit, so we had Kenny heckling him as he's trying to do his jokes to see if he could, come back at the heckler, right? And do we have it, Travis? We're going to have it in a second. And this is how it went down. Check it out.
All right, well, they inject that anesthesia, and you start feeling like you hear these people all talking.
When do they fuck you in the ass?
Hey, you there? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I don't go to your job and suck all the dicks that you work with.
That's perfect.
I suck myself.
That's it. That's perfect.
Bob Kelly was trying to teach him how to go back at a heckler, and that's what he did.
Oh my God, he's got the instincts to be a comic.
He sure does. All right, more with Nick DiPaolo.
Great counterpuncher.
More with Nick DiPaolo. Here's the headline with Nick. Comics next weekend, next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, baby.
Tickets 212-524-2500. Quick break. You want to try Mustard again? Oh, Mustard's sleeping? The show's only getting better, huh?
He's learning.
Can we wake up Mustard and see if he's got a song in him?
You want to let him sleep through the break?
Yeah, let him sleep through the break.
I'm glad to see he's using his time wisely
to practice. And I'm
for his big radio debut.
Well, and I'm going to produce
reinventing.
With work habits like that, it's hard to see how he's homeless. Huh?
I'm supposed to produce a CD. What did I get myself into?
What do you mean? It went viral in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but look what's happening to the guy now.
They used to say that about my girlfriend. What?
Yeah. All right, Opie and Anthony, stay there. Checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Jim Norton, Nick DiPaolo.
I have something going on sale tomorrow. I wanted to just throw
go ahead.
Tomorrow morning, my Washington, D.C. It's actually Falls Church, Virginia, March 6th. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Tickets go on sale at thestatetheater.com. They spell theater T-R-E, like the fucking British. So irritating. So I will be in the Washington, D.C. area March the 6th. Tomorrow at 10.
All right. Well, Mustard came in today.
I was just found it.
And, the guy that sang Radiohead's Creep that went all over the world. And he came in today, and it's been a disaster so far. And I'm supposed to produce a CD with this guy. And I told everyone this is exactly how it's supposed to happen. Just him falling apart live on the show. And he's now sleeping, and we want to wake him up and maybe get him to redeem himself. So we got Sam outside the studio. Sam? Oh, hold on. Sam?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes.
We got you.
Okay. Do you want me to wake him up or Kenny?
Why, are you scared to wake up?
No, I'm
Mustard?
not scared.
What's he got, a thorn in his paw? Wake him up.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
Okay. Mustard.
Oh, that's him? I thought he worked here for serious.
Excuse me, Mustard.
Is he dead?
He's not waking up.
Oh my God, he's homeless.
Dude, he's used
God,
he's used to sleeping with a fucking a train 2 feet from his head.
Exactly.
This is the Hyatt.
How the fuck? A chair in the hallway.
A chair where no one's gonna fucking break his teeth.
Are you jealous like me? I want to be able to sleep like that.
I've never been that restful since I was 2 months old.
Right.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Little is drool coming down. Oh, is that drool?
Sam?
Is that fucking
Mustard.
moonshine?
Hey, Mustard.
He's screaming at him. He's 2 inches from his face.
I think he's dead.
Yeah. Hey, Mustard.
Keith?
He's up.
Mustard.
I mean, look, we used to do this with Tippy Tom, but I had experience with it. Mustard really could probably bite Sam.
Really?
Oh, no.
Maybe a finger.
Really?
His face.
Well, Sam, get in there.
That.
Yeah.
Come on, Sam.
Slap your cock on his face.
We're still looking for
Tickle
the
his
highlight.
bag a little bit. Do something.
We're still looking for today's highlight. So you get your face right in there and let's hope for the best. Is he moving, Sam?
His head moved when
Oh,
I
that's a
yelled.
good sign. At least he's not dead.
He's not dead.
Okay.
He's fired up about his career. I can see that much.
I can't believe
Holy
I got
shit.
He's thinking of the guitar.
Jimmy, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, you bet on a fucking winner.
Mustard. Mustard.
There you go.
All right, he's moving a little.
Mustard? Yes. Oh, you're awake.
Got a nice voice.
Mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah.
No, how do you get
Are you
that
ready to
name?
sing
Is that-
another song?
Is that what his diet's made of?
What did he say?
He said, I guess so. He's ready to do one more song.
All right. Does he want to do it from just out there? He looks
Yeah,
nice
just
and
hand him the
comfortable.
guitar. It's fine.
You want to do it from right here?
Where does that beard end? Holy shit. It goes right up to his forehead?
Yeah, that beard was any longer, it would have its own zip code or something.
Don't ask, Nick. Just let it happen. Don't even ask. All right, now the guitar is just kind of leaning up against Mustard, and he's not moving. Sam, what's going on?
I believe, Mustard, are you awake?
This worked out perfectly.
Oh, he is awake.
I did get-
Here's the
He's
guitar.
dreaming about a big glass of Prestone.
Oh, you gotta pee.
I got an email from Mustard yesterday saying I'm clean and sober, and I'm really excited to make the CD and get my life together. And Sure looks like it today, huh?
What a horrible beverage a glass of Prestone is. Of all the awful beverages.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because when the email came in
That's how they
yesterday
don't freeze at night.
that Mustard was coming in, I got excited because the email from Steve says that Keith is bringing Mustard, who is sober, clean, and apparently sweet-smelling.
Sweet-smelling.
And he's none of those things.
No, he's not.
Not a one. Sam, what happened now?
Mustard seemed angry and said, "I gotta pee."
So now he woke him up from a nice
now he's urinating.
This guy's got one.
Oh my God! Help me! What a fucking disaster!
Now, is he staying at your house this weekend?
Hell fucking no, I'm not that stupid. I'm pretty stupid, but hell fucking no. I'll
stay
email him every once in a while.
He doesn't seem like he's friendly when he wakes up.
No, he's a little
nobody
angry.
is. You don't have to be homeless to be a real prick.
You could be living in a penthouse and you're going to be fucking cranky if someone wakes you up.
He's daydreaming about his uncle touching him in 5th grade.
Yes.
Jesus.
That's how he got into this predicament in the first place.
Please no, not today.
He better mustard on the sandwiches.
Danny, why do you encourage this? I think you secretly hate me, you fuck. Why do you encourage Chip to talk? Why?
Hey, his name is Lyle.
Yeah, he prefers Chip.
Nick, you like Chip?
Yes.
He doesn't know. There's nothing to know. That's it.
Oh, you love a guest that never follows the show?
Yeah, that's all right.
I come in, there's all these characters. I have no idea.
New.
Chip is new, very
Chip's
new.
a new character on the show?
Yeah, we're... All right. So now we're waiting for him to get back from the bathroom, Sam.
Yeah, he's still in the bathroom. I don't know what he's doing.
I do.
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly what he's doing in there. Right now he's got a dirty syringe between his big toe and his little toe.
It's the only vein he could find.
Pulling wool knots out of his ass crack that have been there since the Mets won the World Series.
He's probably just sleeping on the toilet. Got his head on the fucking septic tank.
Great. Supposed to get some music out of this guy.
That toilet is like a recliner to him after sleeping on grates all fucking day. That toilet's like a lazy boy. He's flushing it, thinking it's the handle on the side of a...
He's trying to get the leg thing to come up.
No Bones from Pennsylvania goes, Mustard had a pee. Did he at least get up from the couch? Yes. Good news.
He's still gone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The acoustics are better in there. Bring him his guitar.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe he's more comfortable in the toilet since that's where he lives. No offense.
All right, well, what else is going on in the world as
I'll
we
tell
wait
you
for
right now.
Mustard to save the radio show?
There was something that...
There was something in here that I...
we did this?
Yeah.
That was infuriating you?
No.
No?
Oh, John Gotti Jr.
I just saw that. That's what I was looking at.
The feds are finally leaving him alone?
Yeah.
No more trials for John Gotti Jr.?
They said they will not try him. How humiliating that he just kicked their ass 4 times. They're good.
How does that happen? How the fuck?
Good lawyers,
That's
man.
Unbelievable. Or they got to a jury.
Good fucking lawyers.
Right.
He actually looks good in that picture.
Yeah.
He must have lost a lot of...
And Obama says Woods can be rehabilitated. Why is Obama commenting on Woods?
Yeah, exactly. What does he know?
Does he want to be rehabilitated now that he's going to be a single man?
He shouldn't be. He should embrace that bad boy image and
go
fuck
with
every
it.
waitress from here. What's the point of being a trillionaire?
Right.
The most famous athlete on earth. If you can't fuck cocktail waiters in Vegas like Fredo was.
We love the Perkins waitress. We can't get enough of her. The one mess that came forward.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's got one of those in the past, huh?
They're all smoking except for the Perkins waitress. God bless Tiger. I say he comes back as the evil Tiger. And just as
I'm serious.
Just a motherfucker on the golf course. Make John Daly look like a saint.
Yeah, because he's like the alpha male, mentally tough guy in the court. Everybody's afraid of all these years. So embrace that image. Now you're the guy that gets all the ass, too. You got him totally. You got the rest of the guys totally psyched up.
Go old school, get the goatee going. So you look evil.
Shave your head. Kind of a Montel Williams look.
Either shave your head or just come out with an obnoxious afro.
Yeah. And a shirt
Not
that
just
says,
a regular afro, one of those obnoxious ones.
Yeah,
I heart white pussy. In a sweatshirt.
As he's teeing off.
I would love him if he did that.
I'm telling you.
But he's going to go back to that same shit. Don't. Now just reinvent yourself. Fuck it.
Aren't 90% of his fans diehard guys? Who, I didn't understand the whole, Gillette, we're going to drop him.
Right.
Really? You sell men's razors. And the guy's going, I'm not going to shave anymore because he gets so much
exactly. No guy is saying that.
They didn't catch him at like the Gold Club, doing some landscaping on a chick's twat. I don't get the whole drop of the.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was. It wasn't like they caught him, doing, whatever.
Breaking news. This is hitting as we talk about Tiger. Tiger just checked into sex.
In Arizona?
Oh, for Christ's sake. Now it's a disease, right?
Right. He's officially a sex addict, I guess, and he went to a clinic.
I know.
Maybe Dig.com has that.
I almost think that he
Boston
is
reliable.
I think he's a healthy fucking guy with a lot of money.
Because of the risks he took.
Never got married.
No, he didn't. He behaved like a fucking addict, like not fucking with a rubber, like crazy shit. When you get $1 billion at stake, like he just stupid, unnecessary risks.
That's because
he
was nerdy. When everybody else was out getting laid, he was on the course practicing his whole fucking life.
He's making up for lost time.
I swear to God, it's like a delayed adolescence.
That's all it is.
But yeah, you got to be the. I guess when you do have that much at stake, you might want to throw.
Well, the more I heard about him, it wasn't getting laid. I understand it, but it's like a lot of guys just you throw a fucking bag on. He was bringing chicks to his house. It's like the risks he was taking were like it's like when you pull over and you get a hooker and she's blowing you in the car. It's like it's just a blowjob, but it's like the risk you're taking of your
you
fucking
pull
status.
over? Why do you pull over?
Well, a lot of times they make me, because they want to put their dicks through the window first. Get it? Tranny joke.
I got it. I didn't miss a beat.
No, I know.
Hey, Jimmy, when you were doing that, did you ever do the tunnel bunny thing?
The chicks outside the tunnel? Yeah, a few times with my buddy.
They don't have that
Pete.
anymore.
No.
That was hilarious to see as you're coming into New York. All the fucking prostitutes lined up to give you a little head in the tunnel. And then you drop them off, and then they get someone coming back the other way.
Me and my buddy fucking got blown in New York. Came into the city, and his car broke down. And we had to get a jump. Literally, there's nothing but hookers sucking dicks. And we're walking down the street, and we asked a pimp for a jump. And he's like, no, I don't. It was. Nobody bothered us because they just knew we were two white idiots. And this is also the same guy whose truck broke down on the way to Staten Island to go see Richard Pryor. Why did I hang out with this guy with his awful truck? He's still my friend. Fucking horrible car.
Now those hookers that hang outside the tunnel, they charge like $4.50, like the tolls.
Yeah,
right.
$9.
I think we lost Mustard. All right, Sam.
Yeah, I believe he's making number 2.
Jesus.
Oh, I can imagine what that consists of.
He's standing at the urinal.
Mustard update from Keith. He's making poopy. Can we get a cell phone that works in the bathroom and get some kind of update or an update outside the bathroom? Whatever's legal around here.
Oh. Grilled cheese and pigeon.
I'll find out.
All right. What's not legal? We're not allowed to have a fucking...
I could just see someone getting in trouble if we try to go in there and broadcast with a phone.
Why? This is
what happened?
This is a dopey radio company.
I agree.
This isn't fucking IBM, the go-to company.
You can do that at IBM.
Fuck.
How about
like they have feelings? I
know.
Jesus.
They have to draw the tears on. What was
they plucked a nose hair.
Wait.
Yes, Sam.
The mashup's coming.
We don't want the mashup. We like.
They don't want you guys today.
Hi, Sam.
Wait, they're right there. Why don't you?
Oh, here comes Rich Davis.
Who's Rich Davis?
He's the
CEO and vice president of marketing.
How's it going? That's the king of the mashup,
CEO
Rich Davis.
That's
right. Let that be known, Captain.
Everybody walks around a little bit too much of a swagger in this building. I don't like it.
They're all puppets.
Guys in dungarees.
Wow.
Not jeans, dungarees.
Dungarees. Big W on the back.
I said that to my wife. She fucking laughed it to her. Did you just say dungarees? Yeah.
Yeah.
We called them as a kid. They were dungarees.
What did I want to say? It was something about...
Lucky Brand's bringing back the fucking dungarees. Yeah. Was it tiger shit? Oh, no. Tunnel shit? Blowjob shit?
Hookers. Yeah, I don't remember.
Pimps? Richard Pryor? Broken down cars?
No, I think that's it.
That was it? Who are these two?
I don't know.
What do these people do?
She needs a payphone to call Port-au-Prince.
Jesus.
I haven't heard from my cousin. The number keeps going up. First they said 100, then it's 100,000, now it's 500,000. That's fucking.
They're saying $500,000.
It won't be $500,000. They always overestimate to keep you watching, but it'll probably be 300,000. The news does. I think the news does do that.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're fucking despicable. But I would say it's
Well,
probably
you're
going to
right.
be
They did it with
300,000.
9/11.
And they did it with fucking Katrina.
And they did it with my show in Arlington. They said they said it was going to be sold.
What do you think of this Haiti thing?
That's horrible. Look, you know me. I like to poke fun at everybody. This is even tough for me. I don't. This is horrible.
The footage is a little rough on this one.
Yeah,
A
but
little
I'm
rough.
surprised so many people died. Most of the houses are made of mud and banana leaves. You know?
Yeah, it's not exactly the biggest structures.
Yeah, but boy. And I hate how they break down the news. We can't find. There's 800 Americans missing. Like, it's more important than.
Yeah, they actually. I was
That's
watching
kinda
when they
sad. I don't
said
know.
that. I'm like, let's. All right.
I'm not.
The
a
world
P-
already hates us. All right, shut
Yeah,
up.
I'm not a PC guy. You know,
No,
but
but-
even that I picked up. I'm like, that's kind of.
Yeah, because they're like,
and
and we're still trying to find 800 Americans. I'm like, all right.
that's horrible.
Yeah, we'll find them and we'll get them out of there. We don't have to tell the world. I know that's your priority. And whatever, that's fine.
That country's just been beat on for years.
What's weird is the Dominican Republic right there, and it's like the complete opposite. It's
Yeah.
prospering and it's freaking. A relatively rich area, and then you got Haiti, their neighbors. That it's just a disaster.
That's true. It's
like
right
that
there.
complete opposite.
People go.
Uh-oh.
What?
Keith
What happened?
doesn't look good.
He, it appears that Mustard has dozed back off while on the
toilet.
Toilet, yes.
And I'm supposed to produce a CD with this guy?
He's locked in a stall, and he appear. I looked through the crack, and it does look like he's passed out.
Are
He's
his
on
pants
his phone.
down or no?
His pants are down.
And we got serious.
How do you sleep while shitting?
I sleep right after I shit for about a month.
I love to sleep after I shit, but I can never, like, a log could never be just dangling and I fall asleep before I know what happens.
And we can't go in the bathroom to make good radio? We're not allowed to go in the bathroom and make good radio, right?
We
Because
haven't-
that would be crazy.
We haven't had confirmation that we can go and make good radio.
Is this amazing, Nick? We got a whole.
I've never seen a homeless guy actually use a real toilet. I like to see that.
But Nick,
Mac,
be good therapy
Mac,
too.
Nick, you've done it. You've done enough radio to understand if a homeless guy is passed out
On
as
a
he's
toilet.
taking a shit and he's on a toilet, that as a radio guy you need to explore that and get some jokes done.
Yeah, you got.
But this company, we have to go through corporate guys and decide if we could do this.
Can
or
we
not.
get a ruling on that before he wakes up?
Are we getting a ruling? Are we allowed to go in the bathroom and make good radio or not?
How about if Jimmy pretends he has to go pee-pee? He
Yeah.
goes in there. With a
We're
hit
waiting
hammer.
for word right now.
Just say we're waiting for a no.
Why don't you talk to the morning mashup?
Okay.
Here comes Nicole, the only one worth talking to from the morning
Morning.
mashup.
Good morning, Sam.
What are you guys talking about today?
What are you guys talking about today?
No, you don't want me, so I don't want you.
What's wrong, guys?
Ask her.
Bitter now.
We're waiting
She's
for a
lovely.
homeless guy.
I like her.
Nicole's mad.
Why is she mad?
Because you guys didn't want to talk to her when she was coming before.
All right, here comes Troy Kwan with his Jimmy Neutron hairdo. Fucking Jesus.
Looks like he got her in a convertible.
Yeah, only if it's empty.
Wait, what, Sam?
If the bathroom is empty, we can broadcast via cell phone.
Well, what's going on right now? Les Mis in there?
Can we close off?
And Nick, you want to be in this business, right?
Okay.
I know.
If the bathroom's empty, we're allowed to go in there. Why? Because a guy's going to be offended that we're doing this while he's taking this stupid leak?
You go in there, he's probably chewing on one of those Canadian mints in the urinal.
I think Troy's going to stand guard and close off the bathroom.
This is what you have to do. Stand guard, make sure no one else goes in the bathroom so we can get some good radio done for the people.
What happened, man? How the women won? Feminized political sensitivity poo-poo has taken over. They won.
But it's
over.
guy. But
It's over, Johnny. It's
but
over.
Nick. But among guys, what guy would care if we're in the bathroom broadcasting live as they're doing?
That's what I'm
their
saying. They've
thing?
been emasculated.
I want to talk to the guys that actually work for Sirius XM that would care that we're doing this while they're in there for real.
me get
Who's
that back.
overthinking this shit?
I could give you names.
I'm all about pleasantries though.
Me too.
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I just do pleasantries now. Safer that way, Nick. Safer that way.
Where's Anthony today? Nobody knows.
This is a bigger disaster than Haiti right now. Who are you kidding?
Anthony suffered a penetrating asshole injury making a home video with a couple of friends and a fucking construction cone.
How many stitches? How many stitches?
Anthony doesn't believe in stitches. He just lets it clot and heal.
Got a cut man down there.
You just get some liquid skin and and he's good to go.
Just heals up.
He's holding one of those cold metal things on it that they put on the boxer's eyes.
So now we're just in a standstill because we have to deal with the dummies down the hall once again. But they're there to help us, right? Who's on the hotline? Could this possibly be a phone call from the bathroom? Hello, who's this?
This is Sam.
Oh, hi, Sam. What's up?
You sound disappointed.
Well, I'm not disappointed in you, that's for sure, Sam.
Okay, I'm going in the bathroom.
All right. Mustard.
Oh, good. It's empty.
All right, good. Thank God.
There's mustard in the stall. Hey, mustard.
Why would the phone work in the bathroom?
Why do you, I guarantee he's got an AT&T phone.
Why would the phone work in the bathroom?
Someone go tell Sam his phone doesn't work.
Okay, he's almost finished.
Sam, your phone doesn't work that well?
It's sort of working now. Go ahead, Sam, before it craps out again.
Mustard said he's almost finished. He's awake now.
Okay.
You see, are you in the wiping process, or are we still pushing out?
He wipes?
He's
homeless.
wiping.
He lets it dry.
That's actually true, because we saw Tippy Tom's underwear once. It was
I remember
good.
that.
It was not good.
I think
it
I was there for that.
It was a rock.
Yeah.
He actually had a rock in his fucking underpants.
Oh,
It's probably diamonds by now.
If you don't wipe good, you're fucking miserable by the afternoon. And this guy had doo-doo that turned into a rock in his underpants. That we threw on the counter, and it wouldn't break. We were handling it. We
remember
We
that.
felt like it was safe because it was a rock. You had to clean your hands good, but nothing went on your hands.
He was making alternative energy sources in his pants.
Yes, Sam.
Mustard, what was the consistency of your stool?
What was that?
What was the consistency of your stool?
What was that?
No, that's good.
He said the consistency was good. It came out easily. He just flushed, and he's exiting the stall.
Oh.
Yeah, we're seeing an old video of Tippy Tom pulling his pants down. Hey, Sam, more importantly, is this Mustard going to be able to perform?
I'll find out. Mustard, are you going to be able to perform?
I'm going to give it a shot.
He's going to give it one more shot.
Okay. If you were listening earlier, it didn't work out too well. I think it's safe to say that I'm going to have to think about doing this CD with Mustard. Jesus.
Don't worry. He's washing his hands.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we're worrying about.
All right. We'll see you in a little
All right,
bit
I'll
there,
see you.
Sam.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to high-five the guy.
No. So, should we take another break and then maybe Mustard will be back in studio?
What is that? Is that what came out of his underwear?
Yeah, that's
I swear to God, I'm not even kidding. I just
It's a
gagged a
piece of-
little bit watching that.
It's a piece of quartz.
It's amazing.
Let me see it.
It's as hard as a rock. Watch, you'll see.
Who picked it up with your big?
Holy
What?
crap! It's like petrified.
I know this.
Butcher did. Wait. Oh, we got more.
Oh no! Soften it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pat Duffy.
Pat Duffy.
This is Tippy Tom's
Watch.
underwear.
No, I
Watch.
heard it.
This is-
No, I know.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. My ass.
Tippy
Norton.
Tom's underpants mustache. Oh shit! All right. So then we had to put water on the petrified
Duty.
duty to make it liquidy.
We got water in it. Oh god damn! Whoa!
Yeah, we're trying to make war paint, Aunt said.
I love the fact that he has a glove on, too.
We're ready here.
Yeah, I want spring water.
You need a mirror?
No, I think spring water.
There's Pat Duffy.
I'm queasy.
Yeah.
And now he makes a mustache.
I don't know.
Tippy Tom's
Oh my god!
You have nothing on your face,
Is there nothing?
No.
Make a doo-doo mustache.
You gotta make a shitty mustache.
I want mine.
He's rubbing it under his nose.
That kid would do anything you said.
I miss Pat Duffy.
What, he died from this?
No.
Oh my I can't wear this, guys. Wow. I
How many hits did that get?
Shit. Wow, you're all right, Pat?
I don't know.
I'm all right.
That
should do well.
You never know it was an Opie and Anthony video, though.
No. That's already over a year ago.
See, now, if
Jesus,
Conan
year
did
and a
more
half
of that,
ago. Yeah,
he
right.
kept his ratings up.
Sure. All right, Sam, where are we at? Sam, I see
I'm a
Mustard
little
is back in the
queasy right
studio.
now.
Yeah,
I got a
that
hard
was
on.
rough. That was rough.
Jesus H. Christ.
That must have got 1 trillion hits.
It got it's.
Please, is everybody doing that? It's not that uncommon.
Yeah, exactly. Sam. Hi, Mustard.
Hey, Mustard's up.
Mustard, we're going to give you another shot at this. It didn't work out too well earlier this morning.
Was it that bad? Was it really that bad?
No, it was all right.
See, I've been sober since for 9 days or something, and then last night we started drinking again. And so I'm a little too tanked for my own good.
Yeah.
As it were. I wanted so much to come here sober. I did, but it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah. When we make this CD, will you maybe be sober?
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
All right.
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
Because that is a big part of this. It's funny, the stuff I get on the on Facebook and on the internet and stuff. More than anything else, people ask me about alcoholism and sobriety and that kind of stuff.
Did we?
We did this already.
You heard this already?
So what happened?
Yeah.
So what? Are you talking to me?
Yeah. So what happened?
I'm just saying, as far as as far as the responses I've been getting on the internet.
Yeah.
More people ask me about, as far as homelessness and all my other shit, right? More people ask me about and talk to me about.
Where do you check
alcoholism.
email from and stuff?
The Apple Store.
Oh, really?
They don't really let me in the library no more because I can't get a library card because I don't have an address. You can't get a library card without an address.
Then how did you get in?
So you go to the library and you ask for a guest pass.
Oh, I'm not producing no.
But librarians are kind of uptight. After a few times, they go, "I'm not going to give you a guest pass anymore." I'm like, okay. So I can't go to the library no more.
The replay is going to be very enjoyable for a lot of
Just
people.
tell them
today.
you're there to return Charlotte's Web.
So you go to the Apple Store. Which one? On Fifth Avenue?
There's one on Prince Street and I'm not sure what the cross street is. Prince Street, and then there's one on 10th Avenue.
What about the Apple Store way uptown on near Central Park? I think
Yeah,
on Fifth
that's-
Avenue.
That's a little out of my range.
Where's
That's
it? Where's
a little
it?
too far
Where's
away from that.
the Apple Store on 10th? Is it on 9th?
10th and 14th Street.
Yeah, no, it's in the Meatpacking.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
Meatpacking,
right. 9th
yeah.
Avenue and 14th Street.
Then you go in and touch that mouse and then have a croissant.
Exactly. All right, Mustard.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Mustard, Mustard, you don't do dope or anything, do you?
No, sir. No, I do not.
Just booze, huh?
Yeah.
This is
Booze,
all-
and I smoke a little
That's all
weed
right.
sometimes, but that's
Little
about
weed.
it.
A little weed.
Isn't that dope?
A little weed. All right, I think we're ready to get a song out of Mustard. What do you think, guys? What do you want to sing for us today, Mustard?
The intro to More Than a Feeling.
So baby, how was I supposed to know? Things are going right here. So baby, as oh yeah. So go ahead, I say, show me what you want me to be. Tell me, 'cause I got to know now. Because my loneliness scaring me. I must confess I still believe in baby. When you're not with me, I lose my mind every time. Hit me, baby, one more time. So baby, the reason I breathe is you. Now you got me blinded. So baby, there's nothing I could have done. Yeah, But now you got me sad and say, show me what you want me to be. Tell me, cause I got to know now, because my loneliness I still believe. I must confess without a name, and I would do it till I lose my mind every time. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me, killing me. I must confess, I still believe. Well, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yes, sir.
That was good.
Yes, sir.
Little Britney Spears, huh?
Yeah. No, the joke here. Look, when I first came to New York, the first gig I ever booked was a show called Songwriters Showcase thing, set up by a guy named Paul Alves. And from that, I got a gig from a cover show called Copycat on 14th Street called something. I forget. Shrunken Heads. Somebody's Shrunken Heads. I forget whose, but somebody's Shrunken Heads. And the idea is to do covers against the norm, against what one would expect you to be doing, right? So that was my song, was the song. It was a stupid Britney Spears song. And, so I would do that song in the park, and it was the best. It was so much fun doing that song in the park, because you watch the NYU girls, and they'd be walking by, and they'd be listening, and they'd stop, and they'd turn to each other and go, and you could see them mouthing the words, "Is that fucking Britney Spears? Oh my God, is that fucking Britney Spears?" Like, they couldn't believe that I was playing a fucking Britney Spears. It was so much fun.
Who are you on Facebook if people want to contact you?
Daniel Mustard.
Daniel Mustard.
They have been. I've got like 2,000. I've got over 2,000 friends
Mustard,
now.
here's the problem, because we're going to end the show in a little bit, and then you're going to go back to being homeless, and I'm going to go back to my...
I am still homeless. People keep asking that question online.
Very
yes, I
luxurious
am still
pad.
homeless.
How are we going to keep in touch? How are you going to, like, check your Facebook and stuff if you're homeless?
Yeah, in the Apple Store. God love the Apple people.
Are they cool about you checking it in the Apple Store?
Sometimes. Most of them are. Most of them are pretty cool about it. Every once in a while you get some little prick comes over and goes, there's a 20-minute limit. You have to, like, go now. Every once in a while, but mostly.
Yeah, but you told me the last time you were in that you go to the library to check the Facebook.
They don't like me in the library no more. There's like 3 libraries in the area here. There's one on 6th Avenue. There's a guy named Frank, and he's an asshole, and he won't let me go there no more.
Wait, why wouldn't they let you in the library? Like, it seems like anyone could go to the library.
I know. That's what I say. That's what I tell them. I was like, public. Do we know what the word public means? Public library. Public library.
So why don't you just walk in there?
Because it's the whole deal of the guest pass. I don't have a library card. I can't get a library card because I don't have an address. I don't have an address because I'm homeless. You go and you ask for a guest pass, which is for people who are from out of town. And I've been here long enough, and they know me well enough to know that I'm here, and they don't want to give me a guest pass no more. Yeah. And that's the end of the story.
So you hit all the Apple stores in Manhattan?
Well, there's only how many are there? Only 3 that I know of.
Well, there's one in my neighborhood. Where is that one, Jimmy? On 5th Avenue near...
There's 4 in our... There's 2 in our neighborhood.
But there's one, the big one.
5th Avenue in the 60s on Broadway.
Yeah, near Central Park.
I know the one up by Central Park.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
On Broadway in the 67th. It's new.
Oh, I used to stay downtown. We got the Prince Street.
Guy.
We got 10th Avenue. We got the one on 14th Street.
Yeah. Hey, someone is writing that they think you know Lady Gaga.
Yes, I do. I've
Really?
Stephanie. Her name is Stephanie. Yes, I played a show. The second show I played in New York was again the Songwriters from Hell, was the Songwriters Showcase. I was number 2 on the bill. She was the headliner, number 9 on the bill. Yes, I do know Stephanie.
Yeah, I want to see what her vag looks like. Because people
I've
have
seen it, and she pissed in the sink for me.
Does she have a nice vag?
Wait. What's that about? You can't hold on. You can't just say Lady Gaga pissed in the sink.
Amongst my friends is a very famous story. There's a bar I'm not going to name because I don't want people to go.
Must
there.
have run out of Ajax.
There's a great, fantastic
near Ludlow Street or something.
On Ludlow
right?
Street.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to name it. A friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine, used to work there, and we used to go there a lot and get tanked for free. It's always fun when you know the bartender, right? And Yeah, one night, whatever. Went in the ladies' room with Stephanie and me and another friend of mine, and she hopped up on the sink, pulled her drawers down, hopped up on the counter and pissed in the sink for, whatever. She was just being, funky as she is.
So it's not a penis.
No. She's got a good old fashioned vagina. Don't worry about it.
I like it.
I don't know what this is all about. She's kind of a diet. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, she has a girlfriend and all. She had a girlfriend with her, but she's not a hermaphrodite or nothing. No.
Wow.
I can verify that. Yes.
I'd love to see her vag.
She has a vag. Yes, it's a beautiful vag. Yes.
Very, very good. Wow, learning a lot today.
Why'd you penis in?
By the way, Danny, how did you say there was only 9-something million people in Haiti? Well, I just saw that they have over 10.5 million Catholics in Haiti.
They can't have that many people down there, can they?
I guess.
I thought it was
the
around 10
all-knowing
total,
Google is wrong.
Yes.
I mean, that's according to Google's
I thought it was
data
about 10
statistics.
million.
Really? I think this guy just said over 10.5 million Catholics. Unless maybe they're wrong.
Because so TV knows more.
Well, I figured Fox News would know more.
Hey, Mustard. There was something else I wanted to ask you.
He saw it on the TV.
What the fuck? Oh, man. I'm losing
Come on,
my
give me some questions. I have answers to give.
I noticed you got hospital bracelets on again.
I always do, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Are those new ones?
Like, about, what was it? Oh, yeah, the whole biting thing. What was it about? Nine. The last time I had to drink other than today, was the rum night. What I refer to as rum night. My guitar player, Joel Young, and we got into it. He has this thing for rum. I don't like rum. I like vodka. He likes rum. So whatever. But he bought some big giant bottles of rum one night, and him and I got really tanked. And I don't remember any of this. This was all told to me by somebody else. But apparently, him and I got into
Sergeant from the NYPD.
Yeah. You got into it? Yes, sorry.
And apparently I bit him on the face. I don't know.
You don't remember biting him on the face?
I don't know. But we all went to the hospital.
Yeah.
And
what was your injury?
He's got rabies.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember any of it. I remember we sat down one night, and the next morning I woke up covered in blood with things hurting. I don't know. And somebody else goes, you were fighting with Joel last night. I was like, oh, really? Was I? I didn't know that. Anyway, I haven't seen Joel in a week, and he showed up last night and was like, hey, are you all right? And he's like, yeah, I'm all right. What's up? He doesn't
remember it either?
Yeah.
It's like it never happened between you two.
Basically.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's the beauty of alcohol.
A lot of people asking how they can get a hold of Mustard.
Very easy.
There's this kid, Jordan. Hey, Jordan. Kid, shout out. He wants to come look for me. Him and his sister, they want to come look for me. So I've been giving him my perimeters. My perimeters again are Broadway, Prince Street, 10th Avenue, and 14th Street. Check the Starbucks, check the Apple Store, check the McDonald's.
But how do they get a hold of you?
Other than that, yeah, I don't really have I don't have a phone. I don't have I have the email. I have the Facebook.
You ever try to order a drink at the Genius Bar?
The Genius Bar?
No. Thank you, Nick.
That's in the Apple Store, right?
Yeah.
The Genius Bar.
I have no idea.
Wait, so you have a Facebook?
Oh, yeah, Daniel Mustard.
Mm-hmm.
I have a MySpace. I have a bunch of fan sites. I have like 3 or 4 fan sites now. It's killing me. I got 3 fan. I go back and forth between the Apple stores now these days to check my fucking fan mail. It's killing me. It's killing me.
Wait, which Apple stores? There's no.
Again, the Prince Street, and it's not Green. It's just it's a block off of Broadway, Prince Street, and I forget the cross, and 10th Avenue and 14th Street.
And you spend a lot of time in the library, obviously. So
not anymore. They won't let me in the library no more. I used to go to the 6th Avenue library. Frank, he will not let me.
Why not?
What's wrong with Frank?
He's an uptight prick. And then there was the Mulberry Street Library, which is actually on Jersey Street.
Right.
But they call it the Mulberry Street
So
Library.
Frank won't
They won't let me online there anymore either.
But they're public libraries, so you should be
That's what I say. I'm like, hello, do we know the definition of the word public?
Why don't you try a guest pass?
That's what I'm saying. I did that. I worked that. Guest pass. Can I have a guest pass? No, you cannot have a guest pass because...
Well, go hang out in the Apple Store. You can hang out there all day. They don't say nothing.
Sometimes.
Tell him you're there to learn the Dewey Decimal System.
Dewey told me to come.
But what's the loophole with the public libraries? If it's a public library, I don't get it.
Because a guest pass is supposed to be for somebody who's not here.
Right.
So somebody who's visiting from somewhere else.
Right.
So,
all right, just get a library card then. I even got one.
Without an address, you can't get a library card.
I think that has to do with Al Qaeda and all that shit.
You got to have an address.
They used to go there, remember? They'd use the computers. Seriously.
You're right. And it's just not as easy anymore?
But you got to have an address. You got to have some sort of a piece of mail.
Well, fuck, we're learning something new. No library card if you don't have an address.
Come on, you get an old envelope from Con Ed or something. Give it to 'em.
Yeah, just get a fake address going and you got your library card.
Can I use your address? I'll use your address.
Well, I like that we keep in touch with email. I kind of like it that way.
You should have Mustard over. You got extra bedrooms?
Oh, no.
Yeah, don't be selfish, Ope.
No.
Yeah, they're telling me, Opie, there's people online, they're all about it. Like, hey, that motherfucker should put you up, man. What the fuck?
give him a whole
How you still
floor.
living on the streets?
Can you give me the names of those people? Because I'm gonna.
I don't want to die
gonna visit those
some
fuckers.
sad, tragic figure, man.
Exactly.
Come on, I might freeze. It's below 0 temperatures out there these days, and
I hear you.
if I freeze to death, you
did write me.
Nobody records nothing.
You wrote me. You were excited that you were sober, but I guess you're not sober. But that's okay. You're working on it. I understand.
It's push and pull, give and take.
Yeah, that's something that's going to take some time.
Look, you try being sober on the streets. You give that a shot. You give me someplace to be, I'll be sober. Don't worry about it.
No, we got a recording studio in Brooklyn. It's going to happen. So, we'll just.
When?
Wow, when?
Let's see if I survive long enough. That's the question I'm looking at right now, and I'm not kidding, Opie.
Well, you have all the
time. Am I gonna live long enough to make it to this recording session?
You have all the time in the world, and I'm a very busy man. But I'm going to find some time for the mustard man.
The question is whether or not I'm going to live long enough to get there.
I hear you do an amazing cover of Britney Spears.
Yeah, we did that already.
Okay. All right. Should we take a break?
Yeah, all right.
I'm tired.
Why are you tired, Jimmy? You said you were like fresh today.
I know, but I'm not tired until 9:30.
We got a homeless guy with a tuba waiting to come in.
All right, the great Mustard. And how do they get a hold of you?
Facebook.
Daniel Mustard on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
You getting a lot of friend requests?
Yeah.
He's got 2,000 friends, for Christ's sake.
How many? Is it really that high?
Yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah. I started out with like 12. Now I have 2,000.
You lost 10,000?
What?
Oh, 12. I think
Yeah.
it's always
No, I started out with like 12. No, like 12. And now I'm about 2,000. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I spent all day chatting with people from all over the world. Istanbul, Dublin.
Actually, people want to talk to you. We have headphones for Mustard.
Yeah. I'll talk to people.
Destroying
Who
after
wants to
the
talk to me?
show today.
Although,
Oh, wow. Only the best for him. Jesus, where'd you find those fucking things?
We got calls?
Those are the homeless headphones.
What are those?
We got actual homeless
Those are homeless headphones.
What are those, realistic?
I need some headphones. Can I have these?
You can have them.
Let's go to the phone.
Let's say hi to Nick in Virginia. Nick.
Hi.
Hey, good evening.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick.
Hey, I just want to tell Mustard, man, he's got to clean up his act, man. Get sober. Me and my girlfriend listen to Creep all the time. Dude, he's the best. Mustard, man, clean up your act, dog. Come on, make a CD.
Yeah, we're going to make a CD.
I'll give it a shot.
Man, we love you, Mustard. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, punching out.
All right, sir. Yeah, see, you got fans out there.
I know. I get a lot of this.
Let me say hi to Kevin in Connecticut. Kevin.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Mustard.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not being mistaken for Brian Dennehy?
Kind of looks like Brian Dennehy. A
No,
younger
he doesn't.
version.
Not at all. Matter of fact, if there's anybody on the earth that doesn't look like Brent, I'd say it'd be him.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Mark in D.C. Mark.
He looks more like, guy looks more like
Something I should be doing.
Brian's, it's more of Brian.
Yeah. Brian Wilson.
Brian Brown.
Now that I see a picture
He
of
sounds
Brian.
like Tarantino, though. He's going to turn.
Little
Yeah,
Tarantino
my
action.
sister says that.
Let's go to Mark in D.C. Mark.
He's a good
Okay, you
actor.
got to produce the CD, take all of the money, and then just keep promising that one day you'll produce a CD.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
That's what Sirius is doing to you.
Same fucking deal. Let's say hi to Chisel, the trucker. Chisel.
Hey, what's going on, Mustard, you guys?
Hey, man.
Mustard.
Hey, I was just wondering if you could do Radiohead Creep again before you leave.
Well, he did an amazing version. It's on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. It's right there if you want to check it out. Maybe we get another song out of him. You want one more, Mustard?
You know any
today?
Black Sabbath?
Yeah. Do you know any other really? You said you do.
Yeah, I could sing you 100 fucking songs. I just don't know how to play them on the guitar. I'm not really a guitar player, you know. I tried to bring a guitar player with me, but they wouldn't let me because we only had.
They wouldn't let him in. Yeah, that's good.
That's cool.
All right, should we take a break? Mustard, you want to play us to break with anything? You don't have to.
Let me think now. Let me think. Here's an old song. I'm going to play an old song.
All right, good. He's going to play an old song.
I like his old stuff.
Forgive me, but I should have left my signs behind that. I should have thought of something I couldn't think it of. Might as well have left me blind. All the good deeds as of mine. Never really did me nothing that never fit so false. But I'm fine living there without you all the time. Grown accustomed to distant man's strife, and this thorns it in my side. As subtle as a fingertip, drifting on the ocean's wave. It's like some birds before me, that never fits so false. Oh, am I to think with life? It's a drum that went fell so fast. Forgive me in my future, yeah, forget me in my past. And I find sentimental things all the time. Drifting in and out and as I'm left to roam right alone. Fine, living there without you all the time. I've grown accustomed to distant man's strife, and his thorns it stuck in my side. It's something to forgive me by. I should have left my sides behind. I should have thought of something I couldn't take it out.
Some of that.
Almost Mustard. Nick DiPaolo in studio playing comics next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll continue in just a bit. Stay there. Got Nick DiPaolo and Jim Norton in today, and well, Jim's here most days. And all kidding aside, because there's just douchebags that listen to the show, to be quite honest with you. Yep. All kidding aside, I will fucking produce something for Mustard. So relax. We're having fun with the fucking guy today, you know? And in the end, he performed. We got two really good songs out of him today. I asked Nick during the break, I go, hey, have you seen Avatar? And he goes, are you fucking kidding me? All angry. You wouldn't see that shit, right?
Fucking horseshit. That's for nerdy cocksuckers.
But there's a lot of nerdy cocksuckers seeing this thing.
Yeah, and I heard that they lay like a liberal fucking... It's kind of like a subtext of the Iraq War where America's the best. Fuck you, James
You know
Cameron,
what?
you fucking faggot.
You know what? You speak the truth. There
Tell
is,
us how you really feel.
What the fuck, you nerdy.
there's a little of that in there, Nick. You're kind of right.
Guy didn't get stinkfingered till he's 42.
I hate a social message like that. It's
It's a-
always
yeah,
the same
and hide
message.
behind it with cartoons, you puss.
Always the same message.
There is a social message in there.
Yeah.
Humans
Here's
are
my
bad.
message.
Americans in particular, even though I don't think they come out and say it's the Americans that are pretty much destroying the people of Pandora.
Pandora.
And then Nick goes, I haven't even seen fucking Star Wars.
Ugh.
Now you're a communist.
That's
Fuck
a good
that.
movie.
No, it isn't.
Why
It's
isn't
about
Star
5
Wars a
minutes
good
of it.
fu- why
I'm
isn't
not
Star
gonna
Wars a
watch
good
a
movie?
bowling trophy talk to a refrigerator on wheels. It's fucking stupid. I don't fucking... The world is interesting enough. I hate fucking fiction. I don't read fiction book. The world's interesting enough.
You don't watch... Do you watch action
Fucking-
movies? You watch action movies, Nick?
No, they bore the
Do
shit
you
out
like
of
the
me.
Terminator or Terminator 2?
Couple of action... I'm not a big action
Terminator,
movie guy.
Terminator 2 are good movies.
And, you know...
What's your favorite type of movie?
You know, Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. Comedies.
Yeah, comedies suck a dick for the most
Yeah,
part.
they do for the most part. No, I
What
like...
was the last good comedy you saw?
Last good comedy I saw was Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock. No, I don't...
You don't know either?
I haven't seen it.
These are just
I'm-
questions.
I know.
You don't go to the theater
I saw
much.
Bruno, you know.
Oh, how was
that?
Bruno?
They mail... again, funny. Once again, though, he gets all ballsy till it's time to make a fun of black people, and then he pulls
he
his typical
bails.
liberal fucking horse
Did he
shit,
not
but-
do it?
Well, he did in kind of a way. He were on a talk show and pretended he had adopted a black baby.
Oh, right. But that was
not
all
to-
set up, obviously.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That was one of
take-
the setup scenes.
But that was, he's always good for a laugh. But look, no, comment.
You see
I'd
Hangover?
rather a good drama. You know what's the best movie I've seen? Because SAG mails these things to you. Do you get those in the mail, Jimmy?
Yes.
Or whatever. Writers Guild.
Yeah,
I don't know where they
after
come
whatever.
from. But Crazy Heart.
Oh, I want to see
love,
that.
First of all, I love Jeff Bridges and everything he does. And,
Yes.
and when I just saw the cover of the DVD, I'm like, this is going to be.
You knew it was going to be good.
And it was as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, the fucking preview looks good.
Is
it in theaters yet?
I think it did.
I think it
come
just
out.
popped
I think
in
it just
maybe
popped.
last Friday. I'm going to go check that one out.
I love Jeff
It looks
Bridges,
good. What does he play? Like a down and out, like country western singer?
It's sort of
in
based
a small town.
Yeah, the kid that wrote it was his first movie. It was based on a novel.
Bullshit.
But it's like based on Merle Haggard, Chris Christopherson, and I don't know, Hank Williams. I don't know, three. He kind of blended the three. Tremendous. It's sort of, especially being a comic, you can relate, like to pulling into a town and just at noontime and going over to the club in the afternoon and just
Getting real depressed.
yeah. And he's like, it's tremendous.
Oh, very cool.
Tremendous. I watched it. I wanted to watch it again.
You see Up in the Air?
I saw Up in the Air.
What do you think? I saw it too.
Again, here's
What
the
do you
thing.
think?
Because I'll tell you, because the people that I know the agenda of the people that fucking run Hollywood and make these fucking movies. The first hour of Up in the Air, Clooney's character is a guy, and he's telling girls how it is, and he's winning all
A
the
man's
argument.
man.
A man's man. And I
Just-
said to my wife, his character is going to get fucked in the end.
And you just knew?
Just from political correctness, yes. Just from I know the agenda of the people that write this shit. The guy is not going to have the last say. And sure enough, I mean, I can see it coming. It's like they tip their hand. They're so predictable.
I thought it was a good movie, but it's
It could
not a
have been.
great movie,
No, it's
right?
not. Are they
All right,
saying
good.
it's a great movie?
Yeah, they
What's
are.
it called?
Oscar
Up
shit.
in the Air.
Up in the Air.
I might have that. They might have sent me that.
It's
Jimmy,
fine.
For your consideration.
Jimmy, with all the
Exactly.
traveling you do, you probably would be, I don't know, into it a little bit, relate a little bit. I don't know.
What
Yeah.
else did I see here?
Going for status with the airlines, and it's that whole world. Doesn't like living in his house. He likes just being on the road. He lives his life on the road, man.
But of course, a woman has to straighten him out.
And that wasn't her ass in the movie.
Of course not.
Of course, it was a stunt ass. What's wrong, Keith? We're talking movies now. I'm trying to do something tonight.
What was the other one? They got a shitload of them.
No, nothing against you. What?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I just
you walked in all depressed.
No, he was just laughing because we came back from the bathroom and he was kind of beat, but then An hour ago, he had 93 friend requests on Facebook, and now he has 259 or something like that.
Right, yeah.
So he's
Okay, well,
now
I'm
he's in a
almost
good mood
through.
again.
And he's scared that he's going to become a joke on this show because he heard the Tippy Tom piece going into break.
We already get that idea just because you pulled out a crusty rock out of a homeless guy's ass.
But that was Tippy Tom. He was like kind of he was a comedian.
He was
in his
a
own
comedian.
right.
Exactly.
And went with all that shit.
Can I make a suggestion for Tippy Tom? Maybe a few more liquids in his diet?
Well, he's dead.
Oh, is
dead.
he?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Awkward.
Awkward? Why is it awkward? That guy who had a rock in his pants and he's dead? What the fuck? Oh, what a shock. I don't care if you know him or not.
He was actually died of natural causes.
Yeah, natural causes. If, you know,
Head hit
laying
a-
in your own fucking feces.
His
for 10
head hit
years.
a curb.
Yeah, he fell down.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that-
did he? Now I feel
And then a
bad.
delivery truck ran over his skull.
No. Oh.
That's what I heard.
Is that right? Well, he died doing what he loved, being dragged under a UPS truck.
I'm not a fan of the dying, doing what he loves.
Sorry, I can't well up compassion for anybody.
Because there's no, you don't die nicely. So even if you're doing your favorite activity, it's still horrific. So stop with this. You know, he died doing what he loved doing.
Well, I
had a
said
principal that died scuba diving. Way out on Long Island somewhere, and they said that to us.
Yeah, he died
You know,
doing what he loved.
Oh, really? And then
Oh, really turning purple at 150 feet
Right.
with a couple of seals around him?
Right, stuck on something that he can't get out of. Yeah, that's great.
With
Thanks.
his hand caught in a lobster trap?
Right.
That's what he loved to do.
Screaming for his life? That's what he loved to do.
He loved to look up and see the sky and the clouds that he couldn't reach.
Right. As he's gasping for air that's just not there.
Do you know how you die doing what you love? If like you have your face in a pussy and all of a sudden your head just explodes, then you've died doing what you love.
Instantly.
Yeah.
You remember Art
Got it.
Donovan, the football player?
I don't.
The old guy that was on Letterman all the time? He used
Yeah,
to
of
play for the
course.
Colts.
He's dead?
No, but he said that's the way he wants to die. Dave goes, how do you? He goes, this is how I want to die. Nice hot summer day. I want to find a tree, sit under it with 3 cases of beer and 150 hot dogs and just eat them all till I explode. That's
better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect way to go.
I used to love that guy in Letterman. I forgot all about
funny
him.
was
He was
he?
a fucking funny dude.
Oh, man.
Old, just football player.
Does he still go on or not?
World War II
He's got to
vet.
be older than fucking.
You don't remember him?
I know the name. I don't remember.
If you saw him,
If you saw a
would.
clip, he's got to be easily 80.
Told the greatest stories, you know.
Yeah, he just had a great sense of humor. Speaking of a great storyteller, this Andy Rooney's 91 years old today. So
Is he 91? Another veteran, WW. He's probably Civil War.
Too? Yeah, he's an old man.
Buttons. I hate buttons.
So does Mustard know we're not going to make him into a joke there?
Yeah, I was trying to explain that to him. Like you
Well,
said.
he kind of fell apart early this morning. We had to go with that.
Yeah.
He couldn't figure out how to play any music this
Now,
morning.
how can I make money off this guy?
You want in? You want to buy in or what? You want to buy in?
Yeah, I want a
little bit?
piece.
A little piece? You want a little action on the mustard?
He's upset with himself that he was drinking this morning. He feels it, if he came in sober, he probably would have done a lot better.
I gotta disagree that he probably would have sucked.
What is
Good
this
point.
fucking grump want from us?
Oh, he's the
Every
worst.
fucking day he glares at us.
He's
Knock
just
on the door
the
and say
worst.
hi, then you fuck.
Who is he? He works here?
He used to be one of us, like an edgy talk show guy, and now he
Who is
has
it?
a problem with us. Alex Bennett. I'll say his fucking name.
Alex Bennett from San Francisco?
Yes, that's him. He hates us.
Just stares in every time he walks by.
And then he went to some people behind
Human
our back.
Resources.
Was it officially Human Resources?
I think so, yeah.
I remember him in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I did a show many times.
He understands how this shit works, but now he's a grumpy old man that fucking glares at us every day. Every day. You saw it, right,
This
Nick?
is his old studio.
Yeah.
We took his old studio, and so he took a couple shots at us on the air, so we fucking beat the shit out of him.
And then he didn't like it, and he went and complained because we were making fun of him.
Yeah, he was scared or something, and I don't know what it was.
That's San Francisco, you know how they...
But it's just annoying that if, you get it, and then all of a sudden they ask us, hey, could you guys not anymore? And we're like, all right, fine.
So we've left him alone, but now he has to walk
Every day when he
by
walks
every
by,
day.
he glares in the
And
studio.
glares at us.
So he can do what he
But
wants,
when
but you can't retaliate.
when the whole thing went down, he was nowhere to be seen. He was like walking around and stuff because I guess he was scared of us.
No, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know what the fuck it was, but then after he got management involved, now he comes by and just glares at us every day.
And it's almost like, and then if we say something, because when you just look at people, you go plausible deniability. I didn't do anything. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's a nice phrase.
Oh,
you turned.
Keith Carradine died doing what he loved. Yeah, that worked
David
out for him.
Carradine.
David Carradine.
Oh, it was David. I'm sorry. Scott
Yes.
Brown in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah,
David-
coming on his
David
stockings.
Carradine.
Coming on his fishnet stockings tied up in a closet.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a terrific death for him.
Well, an Ecuadorian vacuum 3 feet away.
Right. What else? I think we're just about done. We got a Marine leaving for Haiti tomorrow. Holy
Well, that's better than
shit.
fucking Fallujah.
This is no time to attack Haiti, guys.
Let's go to Tim in
I
North
think it's a-
Carolina.
Actually, it's a perfect
How
time.
much would the world hate the U.S. if we attacked Haiti?
It's a perfect time. We got him right where we want him. Tim.
How's it going, guys? Great show
Can
today.
you imagine we're just a bunch of dicks.
Just invading Haiti, yeah.
Right.
So you guys are going tomorrow?
What are you going to steal? The gold teeth?
We trick them. We make believe we're going there to help them, but in reality, it's now ours. Tim, yes, you're doing the right thing tomorrow, huh?
Thanks. Yeah. You guys there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to give you guys a little perspective on what's going on. We actually just got the word yesterday that we were leaving, and we just got back from deployment in December, and we just got word yesterday that we were leaving Friday to go.
What are you going to do down there?
We're not exactly sure. Just try to hold down the airport, main airport there, and just trying to support that, and then also going out and just digging up piles of debris, I guess. So we're not exactly sure. Like I said, we just got word yesterday.
Where'd you just get back from, Tim?
We were on a ship for 7 months, just cruising around the world.
Uh-huh.
So,
Rosie O'Donnell cruise?
This is our last, this is our third
Really good
deployment
line
in
from
3
Nick.
years.
All right, Tim. Well, why don't you give us a little report if you can when you get back or while you're down there, all right?
Stay safe. Semper Fi, baby.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Hey, off my Twitter, Ryan in Worcester writes, line of the day goes to Nick DiPaolo.
Well, I'm a guest. You have to give it to me.
Well, he writes, I'm not going to watch a movie where a bowling trophy talks to a refrigerator.
That was funny.
And then writes, brilliant.
I don't even know what it means, but somebody laughed at it.
And Nick's going to be at Comics next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here in New York City. Comics is a nice little comedy club. I
It's
kind
a
of like that
very
place.
nice club. If they control the drunks that wander in there
Oh, do
from
they
the
really?
meatpacking. I had
Well,
a
it's in
couple
a weird
incidents.
area.
It is. It's in the party district.
It's in a party
a great
district.
club. Physically perfect.
And they're really into comedy down
And the
there.
chicken fingers and the clam plate.
Do they treat you good there?
They do. Absolutely.
So what happened when you had incidents?
I mean, to the point where not the people were asked to leave. But it was like a guy and his mother. They were hillbillies. She was literally missing her 2 front teeth like Jack Lambert, and she's fighting with her. She keeps yelling shit out at me, how she wants to have sex with me. Then it turns out it's the son she's fighting with at the table, and of course, with 3 minutes left, I said, then they flushed them.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But
Not too
that club is
distracting.
beautifully designed.
Yeah.
Beautifully.
I like comics.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Speaking of death, let's not forget that we lost Teddy Pendergrass.
Oh, did he die? I didn't know that.
I was telling Nick the story of Teddy. He was like one of these fucking soul singing
Yeah,
studs.
got all the women.
And then he's rehearsing one day, and something from the lighting above him falls and fucking paralyzes him, and then he's in a wheelchair for the last 25 years of his life, or something like that.
Remember, like, I told Opie it was like in Scarface when they at the
Club
the lighting
Babylon.
falls down the Babylon Club.
Yeah.
The lighting fell.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a car accident. I was thinking Pendergrass.
No, because I think you might be mixing them up. The guy who got paralyzed by the light was.
Wait, was it a car accident?
It might have been.
I thought
it was a car accident.
Wait, don't tell me.
Who's the guy with the fucking?
Begins with there's an R in it. Ray or Rudy or.
Rudy Tomjanovich?
No, she's dead.
Well, it sucks. They all look the same. I thought it was the same guy.
Oh, Jesus. What kind of racist bullshit is that? Come on. now.
Oh, gee, come on, Ope.
Just out of respect to Haiti.
Now, who the fuck was the guy who had the lighting fixture hit him on the head?
I keep thinking Rudy Ray Moore, which is Dolomite, which is wrong. I know who it is.
That was,
So I'm telling that whole story.
Ray.
from this old house, Abrams.
Wait. Ray.
Ray Mustard?
It wasn't Ray.
It might have been Maywood.
Oh.
Not Ray. though.
Maywood. It's man, I'm thinking Maywood. Curtis Maywood.
Curtis something.
Curtis.
I'm going to go with Curtis.
Yeah.
I think it's
Curtis. I almost said Curtis Mayfly.
Mayfield?
Curtis Mayflower.
Curtis Mayfield.
I think
Curtis
it's Curtis
Mayfield.
Mayfield. How did I mix those two stories up?
Yeah, he had the lighting. He was paralyzed, I think, from the
Teddy
neck down.
had the fucking car accident. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
Teddy
sorry.
had the car
Curtis
accident.
Mayfield. Yeah, that's coming in.
Teddy was backing out of an Applebee's, and
Teddy fucking was in the car. All right, I'm sorry. What the fuck do I know?
he died, Teddy.
I wasn't prepared for his death today. I'm sorry. Is that it? We
Yeah,
got
I have
anything
one
out?
more, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, tickets on sale for March 6th in Washington, D.C. area, Falls Church, Virginia, State Theater.
Oh, and the creator of SpaghettiOs dies at the age of 83. Very tragic.
Should have died at 23. Fucking horrible. Marking my people.
It's a great healthy meal.
SpaghettiOs?
They never bring up reflux.
Horrendous.
Got enough preservatives in it to right on my ass in a week.
I was a fan of the canned ravioli myself.
I love canned
My
ravioli.
brother, too.
I was a big fan of that. When you're poor, that
You
shit
can eat
was
that
good.
stuff cold. It's good.
You get that fucking Frank's, you pop that on there, and it's like a gourmet pasta dinner.
Hey, wish me luck in my stomach scoping.
Yeah,
you
what's
guys
that
could
about?
be joking about me in 6 months.
What's going on with you?
Well, they're trying to find out.
Yeah, but what are your symptoms?
Oh, I don't know. A little blood in the stool and slapping my puppy.
Do you really have blood this little?
No.
You don't have the blood, right?
No, I've got serious stomach pain.
Acid reflux? Feels like a heart attack sometimes?
Nah, I got a feeling. I thought I had the hiatal hernia thing diagnosed 10 years ago, but something's still hurting like a mother down there. And
maybe an ulcer.
I'm
You're a very
guessing-
angry man.
Well, not anymore. I've really mellowed out. Since Mayfield got that lamp on the head, I really chilled out. But
You're very agitated, so maybe you,
no,
maybe you got
I
holes
am.
in your
I'm
stomach.
I'm like Jack Walsh in fucking Midnight Run. You know?
I'm gonna go-
will you stop? Jesus, what do you live on? Egg salad and fucking cat urine? Holy fuck.
Mellow out. You got
He's
stomach,
shitting over
you got
here.
stomach
You know-
issues. Mellow out.
When Norton farts, it's like a piece of shit on my upper lip, for Christ's sake.
You don't have...
Holy fucking, it's like searing, you're gonna kill Kurds with that shit.
Jimmy once got mad at me because I got angry at his fart. I'm like, why are you angry at me? These things are putrid.
They're lovely.
They're putrid.
What could it be?
What'd you have?
I don't know.
Tell me. I love your food combination.
I just had sushi last night.
I'm a fan of Jimmy.
Sushi?
What? Hold on, Nick. I'm a fan of Jimmy's food
gotta get out of
combos.
here.
Listen to the combination.
I actually
ate
ate much
fucking
yesterday.
animal eats
I ate sushi and 2 cookies. I didn't have a bad dinner.
and a little milk.
Oh yeah, I did have cheese before I did red eye.
See,
I was
cheese.
clearing my throat the whole episode.
Cheese, sushi, and what kind of cookies?
2 like chocolate chip ones. They were small though.
For the love of fucking Christ. And it hangs around like it's got legs
Exactly,
on
it does. It lingers.
It's got a nice.
It's in my clothes.
It's got a nice bouquet. Nice. It has legs.
Tippy Tom's ass.
So you're getting
smells
scoped, huh? I got scoped recently. What the fuck is that propofol all about?
better.
I said it once. You realize that you just die.
Don't say that.
You just realize
I
you
don't wanna hear
die.
that.
No, not from but they knock you out. I'm like, all right, what happened?
Why
don't I
gotta
have
lay- why
any
do I have to
memory
lay
of
on
that?
my side for this? That's my question. Last time I had it done, I sat in a chair.
I was on my side too. What the fuck is
That's
that
just
about?
probably the way your intestines rest the best.
Well, it's the way your stomach goes. Actually, it bends to the. You know how you always see that diagram
Yeah.
and it goes this.
Maybe you hope you don't have.
I wanted to sit in a chair.
What's
with
the
a
thing?
TV guide in my hand.
Where you shit liquidy and you have to shit immediately.
Oh yeah,
that's-
early dumping.
No. What's it called when you have to shit? You have to shit?
Well, you get spastic colon, diverticulitis, Crohn's.
No, it's
Not
the stuff,
Crohn, no, not serious Crohn's.
It's the stuff you drink.
No. It's what's that called when you got to pull over and shit immediately?
Explosive diarrhea.
No. What's
It's early dumping.
What's the
Sometimes.
stomach called?
irritable bowel syndrome?
IBS. It's
Not
all kinda
IBS.
tied in.
No.
GPS.
No. Now GPS helps you find, wherever you go to the bathroom, helps you find the location.
Help you find a turlet.
Oh, it's too much cum in your stomach.
No. I didn't.
Christ's sake.
I didn't say what is a sign of a great evening. What is old bleach breath? What the fuck is it? Colitis.
Colitis.
Yeah, they're all. I don't think it's any of that. I'm hoping they say it's that hiatal hernia that I was dying, that it's acting up.
That's just.
But
scary.
I had this thing. See, in October for almost a month, I had this. Every time I ate, I had to run to the bathroom. It was going, and I let it go for like a month. I thought it was like a stomach virus, and then they thought it might be a parasite or microprobe. And this guy put me on this stuff, Flagyl, whatever, for like 10 days, and it worked. It killed whatever was alive in me.
good.
You had a parasite?
We didn't confirm that, but there was something alive in there. But I had this pain back then with it. And that Flagyl killed it got rid of all the bloating and diarrhea, and I felt great.
Right.
But the pain never went away.
Huh.
It's the same thing. When
I
I'm going on
bet you
3
that
months.
herniated thing got a little worse, unfortunately, maybe.
But
I'm no fucking doctor. We can get Dr. Steve on. He's good at this
I
shit.
can't. I got to get out of here. I got to go all the way
you
up.
gotta go.
I got to walk to my car, and then I got to fucking go up there and over there. The other
good
joint,
luck.
And I'm meeting Mustard for lunch. But
it's just creepy.
At the
that,
library.
Dude, it's creepy before the procedure. They're talking to you, and then they go, enjoy your sleep. You kind of hear the word sleep. Next thing you know, you're in the fucking
I know, you sit
recovery
up.
room. You're
I
like,
know.
what the fuck is that?
I know.
You've been knocked out, Jimmy?
Sure, I have my.
Oh, yeah, you had the
many
nose
times,
thing.
dude. Many times.
Does it creep you out when you wake up?
I love it. I mean, I get nauseous.
But does it creep you out
Nah.
that you have no memory? Not
It's
even
so
like some weird
quick.
spiritual fucking
And this
memory.
is only
of it.
15-minute procedure, they say, you know. But I can't drive after it. I'm going to drive anyway because it's fun. I drive on propofol.
Yeah. See if you get pulled over, get tickets.
Don't encourage them.
It hurts.
Why is everyone encouraging?
Can't help it. Chip just pops up.
All right. I think that's about it.
You liking Chip, aren't you, Dan?
I love Chip.
Oh, sorry.
Lyle Delmar Chipperson is the greatest thing to ever happen to this radio program.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Fontaine in Virginia.
Right there.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, want to wish my buddy Nick DiPaolo healthy, whatever he's going through today. I feel for you, but I wanted to tell him that I love him to death. I've been a big Nick DiPaolo fan. I don't know how many fans you have named Fontaine, Nick. but
Fontaine, what's up, baby?
I love you, buddy. I remember back in the day when you used to do the bit about Mariah Carey sounding like a cooler and the monkey brain on a car battery. And
Oh,
the guy
yeah.
in the subway. The fucking black community loves you, you racist ass.
They do, though, don't they?
Because you're honest.
Yeah.
They do. They like where the white. They like people who go, hey, here's where I stand. They fight. The Comedy Cell the other night, there's a table. They will fight. Me and them were connecting on a different level. The rest of
Really?
the white people were like staring at us.
Oh, that's all
And they
right.
were fucking. I go to the white people. Why do you pretend? I go, even whether you like black people or not, they're gonna hate your guts. So why do you fuck?
Yeah.
And they thought that was the funniest thing in the world. It's
We like you because you're honest.
That's
There's no
right.
bullshit about you.
Black people like
and
when
that's why I like black people.
When I look at the audience, I'll say sometimes like, you know what, man? Our
Norton,
blood's
by the
all
way.
the same color. And they like when I say that.
Fontaine, thank you. Hey, Jimmy's going to be in
Thanks,
D.C., aren't you?
Fontaine.
Yes, December
Hey, Nick.
6th.
Hey,
No, wait,
Nick.
March
Yes,
6th.
Fontaine. Yes, Fontaine.
Hey, he's just trying to get you there. Ron in New York, you got the last word. What do you
What
got?
do you mean? You didn't think he liked me?
Hey, good
I
morning,
guess.
Hope.
Hey, Ronnie.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Nick. Hey,
Hey,
listen, I'm
happy
Mustard.
birthday.
I own a small business, investigative company,
Yeah.
and I don't see why we couldn't put a trust fund with enough attorneys that we have out here and everyone else to get Mustard straight into a somewhat of a apartment up there.
Well, Mustard has
What do
to
you
want to.
You do-gooder. Let him down the street.
No, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just a jerk
Fuck
off.
Mustard. He made bad decisions in his life, and he's where he's at because he drinks.
Fuck, haven't we all?
Yeah. And I'm-
Okay.
nobody came and helped me the fuck out. I pulled myself up on my
Yeah,
bootstrap.
same here. I agree with
Right,
you.
Ronnie?
Help me.
2, 1. And down goes Nick. Down goes Nick. Did you get down goes Nick?
That motion scares the shit out of me.
You know, Nick's putting his coat on. I think that's it for today.
All right, guys, we had fun.
Yeah. Nick DiPaolo, thank you. Comics next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Thank you, guys.
And as far as,
Seriously.
the-
this could make a difference.
As far as the inner tubes go, what do you want to promote the most? You don't really care about the Twitter yet. Anything? Nick Dip. Let's go.
NickDip.com.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Got a DVD coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like.
I
to
did
see
it. It was
that.
a week before Jimmy was at in Boston.
I'd like to see
On the
that.
The
Wilbur?
Wilbur, yeah.
It's a good room.
Okay. Mustard, thanks for coming in.
Oh my God. I had fun.
We'll put up the Mustard videos today on the I don't know, my YouTube channel, Opie Radio on Twitter, and Jimmy, the Cleveland show goes on sale, or we go with that?
DC's tomorrow morning on sale. Cleveland is already selling
Selling.
very well. One night at the House of Blues, February 26th. That will
House of
sell out.
Blues is a great place to come.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank
Bye.
you.